Yes.
The big dog thief! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons. By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh, my God. The Jets killed him.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We're heard everywhere on the iHeartRadio app and seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel. Join us in the chat today.
It's a Hurdy Thursday.
A Hurdy Thursday.
It's a Hurdy Thursday.
Last night, AEW Dynamite, Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville. We found out a couple of things. We found out that they don't always let the natives win when they come back to town.
I knew as soon as the We Want Cope chant started, and they were talking about how he's an Asheville native, I'm like, okay, I think I know where this is going.
We know how this is going. So, it was Adam Copeland, Christian Cage, that 5-man group won the 10-man tag match, which I was kind of shocked that was the first thing that we did last night. But, okay.
I wasn't. AEW does.
They do stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also becoming more commonplace to start hot, end hot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We found out that even though the music is loud, the people in front of us can hear what we say. Because I, one point, looked over at my son, and there was a guy sitting in front of me that would not shut up the entire time. And he was doing that stupid, smart fan thing where he was like, oh, no, another near fall? What? Like that the whole time. And I finally looked over at Joshua, and I said, I will give you money if you will take that guy's glasses off his face and throw him in the rain. And he just turned around and looked at me like, I heard you say that. And I'm like, okay. Well, I mean, I would gladly do it if I wasn't going to end up in the paper for doing it.
I was about to say, I feel like Tank's next, the next comment there was going to be, hey, young blood.
Yeah, Jeremy.
To my wife.
Come here.
Oh, no, I was talking about to Amy.
Oh, yeah.
We hadn't even gotten into actual big boy. We need the big guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And we found out that Megan's favorite movie is called Falling Down.
It was
One Flew Over the Front Row. Is that is that a good one? A good movie title?
So as the one that was directly there, it landed on time.
I was going to say I was the one that was directly underneath her when she fell.
We'll have to. I think we have to. I think we,
Don't tell my mom that story, by the way. Sorry.
Oh, we have
to.
So we'll have to tell this in stages.
Yeah.
Tank and I will have to actually tag team this story. So we found the booze cart. Mm-hmm. Anybody shocked? Show of hands? Didn't think so.
Nope.
One of the great parts of my life is that anybody that comes in contact with my wife is going to end up as intoxicated as they have ever been in their entire life. It's a thing she does. I don't know how she does it. She's a warlock, and I love her for it. Mm-hmm. So Megan is trying to record things around the arena. She looks at me and says, can you keep me stable? This is after she has full-on leaned into me. So I'm thinking she's afraid she's going to fall backwards. So I am a lot of human. I was a barrier to backwards for the little business manager. I did not have any coverage for forwards, which is where Tank comes in.
So I'm standing there minding my own business, and all of a sudden there's something on my back. And it's not like, somebody threw a spitball at me or whatever. No, it was an actual human being.
It was a full person.
And I turned around, and I had to do that. I think this is the second time I've had to do this with her, where I just had to figure out a way to keep her from hitting the floor.
She laid across 3 stadium seats. And then laid there and looked at me as though, why ever would you have allowed this injustice?
She did say that.
Afterwards, she said, I thought you were going to hold my belt loops, which, that is an assumption you should never make with another person. I am a 39-year-old man, and I have never looked at somebody and said, why did you not take your finger and put it in the loop of where my belt is supposed to go? I've never done that. So
I think that's how you hold hands in prison, by the way.
That's 100% how you hold hands in prison, and I don't want to do that.
Hold my belt loop.
So Tank and I found this to be the funniest thing in the history of ever. There is a guy sitting beside us and social media manager Christiana, who I later came to find out Megan had asked 1,000 pro wrestling questions to. I did not know that at the time.
Right.
He looks over at me, and first of all, I don't know who you were, but you were wearing a JMU hat, and if you can get at me somehow, I will give you whatever I can get my hands on for free because you made my night last night. He looked at me, shook his head, and then busted out laughing. We did this for 10 solid minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That finally stops being funny. She does not realize she's not standing on stable ground because there's a riser under the front row, and she just goes full Aladdin, magic carpet pulled right out from under her, and she just drops 1.5 feet and just sits like, I'm done. I'm through talking now. Okay, I'm through talking now. I'm not doing it anymore. That was more entertaining. I mean, I loved last night.
It was good.
It was
really good.
so much fun. The ring announcer was very hyped up. I also love that they call out the television spots. They don't do that in WWE. So like he was announcing, we're back live in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
They don't do that in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciated that. The crowd was great. Took some pictures. I don't know who any of those people were, but I had 2 people stop me on the mezzanine and go, hey, can we take a picture with you? And I'm like, absolutely. Sure. I don't know if you know me from the radio, from the Commanders, or because my name is on at least 2 bathroom stalls in this particular vicinity. I don't know. But I did happily do it. So if you see a picture of me with random people, great Americans.
We ran into Mongo last night. It was good to see Mongo and Stephanie, who Jeremy saw way more of after the event.
Yeah. We got to see 2 fellers that decided they were going to recreate the act at a bar last night after the event. They got thrown out onto, I believe that was College Street.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Worst fight I saw all night? Without a doubt the funniest.
Darby Allin retaining the AEW title, and now he'll have a belt for hair match with some dude named MJF. I didn't know who the hell that was.
Oh, he's great.
I'd never seen him wrestle.
He's
never seen him do
jackal.
anything.
That's his whole shtick.
Sure. Oh, I can
tell. And he wears a Burberry scarf all the time.
Oh, yeah. When he made...
I learned last night what that was.
Yeah.
Because Amy, Megan, and Christiana all went, he's wearing a Burberry scarf at the same time. And I went, I don't care. And then they flashed it up on the video board, and they were like, it's in his video, too.
Do the Burberrys taste like Burberrys? Is what... I'm not...
Are they in the Memberberry family?
I thought we called that plaid, but okay. That's a thing. She's shaking her head like, no, that's not plaid.
By the way,
100%
us talking about fashion is how we feel when you talk about pro wrestling, just to be clear. If I heard, was that part of the plan? One more time. Like, yes. It's all part of the plan.
It's glad to have wrestling back in town last night. It's a whole lot of fun. I encourage you to go the next time they're in town or follow them around the country if you want.
Oh, no doubt. And they were all great. Every one of them we had was fantastic. Loved it.
It was great.
Do it again.
Great event.
We'll be there again.
Yep.
It was awesome.
Yep. Absolutely. As far as real sports goes,
we do have a story to talk about, but we also have a super chat to talk about.
Okay.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money. I like the cash.
It's from Red Sea, who said you should have offered your son a free fire to start. He'd have probably taken that classes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I was very amused. I haven't seen your kids in a while, and now they're like, I mean, they're borderline adult.
Mm-hmm.
The voices are adult, all the things.
Mm-hmm.
They did get a small glimpse into Uncle Jeremy is the fun one.
We had fun last night. I'm telling you, man, those kids, they got in a weight room somewhere.
Oh, no doubt.
They'd be a hell of a tag team.
It could be a great guard tandem for a high school in this particular area.
Yeah, I've already tried barking up that tree, and they're not interested.
Yeah, but you didn't bark enough.
Yeah, didn't bark hard enough.
You barked up the tree. You got to bark at the kid.
Ah, got you. Yeah.
Like you got barked at on the set of Heavyweights.
Yeah, that wasn't a lot of barking. They were very nice people.
That's disappointing. I was hoping it was treated like a full fat can.
No. The only time I got yelled at was on camera by Ben Stiller, and I could not stop laughing at him. Which that was the only time that I actually saw Ben mad. Because he was just like after the 13th take, he was like, "Come on, Tank, get it together, son." I was like, "I can't help it. You're funny."
I laugh. It's what I do. One day I'm going to do it on the Ranger
No
Box.
doubt. That's all I do. Yeah. Anyway, so last night was fun. And now we move on to Fun Night Tonight.
NFL schedule release.
Mm-hmm.
Dum, dum, dum.
We had more games announced, apparently.
We pretty much know what Thanksgiving's going to look like.
Yes. We have Chicago and Detroit as one of the Thanksgiving games.
Which is a banger.
The nightcap on Thanksgiving is going to be the Bills and the Chiefs.
Have they officially announced that one yet?
That's just
Jordan
a report
Schultz
from
had it?
Jordan Schultz. Yeah. Let's see what else got announced. Green Bay Packers, L.A. Rams as the Wednesday night before Thanksgiving. I think we said that one yesterday.
Have you seen that we get 8 straight days of football
Ooh,
around Thanksgiving?
That's awesome.
So you get Monday Night Football on 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
You got Maction on that Tuesday. That's really not even an appetizer. That's just the nice napkin on the Thanksgiving table.
Mm-hmm.
Monday Night Football, we don't know what it is.
That's the horse dover. That's the hors d'oeuvre.
I did not think that's where that was going. But yep, we'll go with that. Get Packers Rams on Wednesday. Bears Lions, Eagles Cowboys, and we believe Bills Chiefs on Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
You get the NFL Black Friday game, which is we have not announced yet. Texas A&M, Florida, and at Florida State on Friday.
Nice.
Rivalry Saturday on Saturday, then NFL Sunday, and then Monday Night Football. That's 8 straight days of football.
That's
if
amazing.
you consider what the MAC does football, which I do because I'd love to wager on it.
I was going to say, is there a football involved, and can you gamble on it?
Bingo. I had to take an Uber back to the station today. The driver was real. He really liked gambling, and I really liked him.
Yep. We still don't officially know what the first game of the season is going to be.
But we got a pretty good idea.
It's being reported that it's going to end up being the Seattle Seahawks hosting the New England Patriots, which replay of the Super Bowl? Okay. They have done this before. I'll never forget the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos did this once. So we have that, and that means that today's Two-a-Days is that's where we'll start. We'll go Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots in our Two-a-Days. Off-season recaps, fully looking at the opponents on the schedule. Next week when we do Two-a-Days, we can use dates when we talk about the opponents.
We can talk about the actual schedule.
So that's coming up in the last 2 hours of the program.
And if you noticed with Two-a-Days, did you notice that every team we said we were really intrigued by the schedule? It's because those are the ones we're going to talk about tonight on the live stream with me and Bill Workman and as many others as we can physically get on camera.
There you go. Tonight is the schedule release. It all starts at what, 7? 8.
8.
Starts at 8 o'clock.
I was about to say, man, I hope it's not 7 because I could use a nap.
He's like, I need a nappy poo. I took one of those in between shows
On my couch.
Yes.
I do find it funny that you sleep on my couch more than I do. This is not the couch in my home. It's the couch outside my office.
Yeah.
there's a nice little lounge that everybody is free to use. I call it my couch because you have to get through my door to get to said couch. He texted me this morning and said, I'm taking a nap on the couch. I set an alarm, and then we both laughed a lot for reasons that no one but us know.
I had to set an alarm just so I didn't miss the show. That's the priority of the day.
The difference is that it was because you did another show this morning.
Exactly. And I was not happy. When that alarm went off this morning, I went, oh, no, my life hurts.
I plugged my phone into a charger that wasn't connected to power.
That's a good one.
I found a USB-C and went, that'll do. Woke up this morning, phone was dead. It was 9:46, and my wife was like, I thought you needed to sleep. And I went, I did, but not this long.
Sources saying that Bengals and the Ravens on Thursday Night Football on New Year's Eve.
This is such a good year of football. We started putting together our schedule for the fall yesterday, and I'm so excited now. I had been very postseason lackadaisical, we'll say. And then we started talking about the games and all the things that we're going to do, and now I'm just yoked for this season. Let's go.
We will yep.
We have 2 super chats to get to before we take the break.
All right. Before we go to the break, let's hit those.
Give me that money. Give me that money. Give me that money.
I should have read that one before, and I'm glad I did, because that is phenomenal. I can't say it, but it is fantastic. From Kevin Mullen. That's a Shanahanism. Tank's going to get it in a minute and bust out laughing.
That is good.
That's one of the best ones yet. Yeah. I can't read it, but I would love to.
No further questions.
Hit the button one more time.
All right.
Show me the money, the money, money. Show me the money.
Kevin Mullen, Kyle Shanahan wants the adult channels to be disabled. You piece the joke together from there. It doesn't go the way you think. Jets Cade Klubnik. So what I heard was a Sportsocracy in Vegas Thanksgiving. I'm all the way in. That's a lot of wagering to be done there, my friend. The only problem is I can't survive 8 days in Vegas.
No, I don't think
we would have to tap out.
I was going to say I don't.
Like Tank would have to do the first 3 days. Megan does the in-between, and then I do the weekend. It's the only way it works. You put me in Vegas for 8 days, I'm coming back with a habit of some kind.
More than you already have.
I didn't like how that was said. That felt judgmental.
Well, I mean, you are the most degenerate gambler I know. I'm not saying you're up there on the gambling scale.
That was not really the habit that I was talking about, but I like that way better than what I thought you were saying.
Well, you're not coming back with a bigger drinking problem. We know that's for a fact.
I mean, a good. The only thing is that you got a solution because it ain't going to last long.
The only thing that you could bring back that would be new would be a drug habit.
I had a great joke there. I can't say it, but I'll tell it to you in the break. You'll laugh like a hyena, and you'll probably still be laughing when we come back.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Grand. That's grand. Enter it now.
Log on to ESPNAVL.com to play, and good luck.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Cold Mountain Music Festival is back Friday, May 29th and Saturday, May 30th at beautiful Lake Logan, just outside Canton. This year's lineup includes J.D. Clayton, Mason Villa, Amanda and Platt and the Honeycutters, Shed House Trio featuring Darren Nicholson, and a whole lot more. This family-friendly festival features a kids zone, waterfront activities, local vendors, food trucks, and local craft beer and wine. Plus, join us for a Friday night barn dance and after party at Celebration Hall. For more information and to get your tickets, go to coldmountainmusic.org.
Hello, I'm Robert Smigel. I did lots of things. Cartoons on SNL, Conan stuff, Triumph the Insult comic dogs, some movies. But now I'm past my peak. So I'm hosting a podcast, Humor Me with Robert Smigel and Friends. Each week, me and my favorite comedians, writers, and whatnots help regular people just like you, presuming you're regular, who have some project or task that they'd like us to help make funnier.
Search Humor Me on iHeartRadio, America's #1 podcast network, and the Webby Podcast Company of the Year.
Hurting a game? We tough it out. Feel exhausted? We push on. Feeling down? We pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. But there are times when bootstraps aren't enough. When stress gets to us and we need to talk to someone about what we're really going through. So we're going to reach out, because sometimes mental health is not a one-person job. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions. Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
We are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville, and we've got a contest coming up this weekend for all you lovely ESPN Asheville listeners. You know that little talkback button on the iHeartRadio app? The one that I'm not really sure how it works. But you can go on the app and hit that talkback button. If you're listening over the weekend, listen for the cue to call. We'll have random keywords throughout the weekend. And when you hear the keyword, you hit the talkback button and you say, hey, the keyword is X. And you get entered into a drawing for 4 tickets to go see the Atlanta Braves and the Washington Nationals on the Sunday before Memorial Day. That'll be that's the 24th of this month. Got a 4-pack of tickets going out again. It's a talkback contest, so if you're not familiar with how that works, go ahead and play with it now. Don't play with the button too much. Mom said you could go blind. But, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Anyhow, the talkback button, that is the way that you could be a winner this weekend. Just listen for the cues to call, the keywords, and then hit the talkback button. Tell us what the keyword is, and you'll be entered into the contest.
Do you know the first keyword?
I do not.
Is it trident?
Jeremy, we have a shortage of forks around here. I think my children actually come in here when we're not here and just throw all the forks away.
I have a large hand. I have a trident to eat my lunch with.
Jeremy's got
because
that.
It was this or a spoon.
He's got the meat fork from Thanksgiving.
I saw it, and I went, that's a fork for a big boy.
It is.
And I am a big boy.
It is. You are a big boy. And that gardening tool that you have in your hand, that's going to come in handy.
I'm going to go outside and plant some daffodils after the show with this right here.
Just don't pants anything with that sport, because that's not going to go well for anybody.
There's no less than 7 jokes here that I need somebody to tell in the YouTube chat, because I can't say it. But, you can.
Alex in the YouTube comments says, Cocaine Bear 2, Ginger's Revenge. That's what a trip to Vegas for Jeremy would be a lot like. Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. I will say that the picture that Gary Birch put into the Discord of Megan and her new apparatus to keep her upright.
Hilarious.
Very good job. She actually cussed your name, which made us laugh a lot during the break.
She called you a bad word. Twice.
Oh, Red Sea.
We called you the same bad word, but it had the word funny in front of it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Cause it's all about the money, money, money. All about the money, money, money.
Red Sea says, Tank, if the Arson twins visited your work when you weren't there, it'd be on fire by now. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Joseph really hates that term, though, because he had nothing to do with the fire, and he's upset that he got lumped into the into the Arson twins thing. But look, when you are the new Brothers of Destruction,
that's good.
You kind of earn your nicknames.
Look, boys, we're just trying to keep you away from being the new Brothers of Construction. So we're just here to help. That's it.
That's actually it. That's the one. That's the tag team name.
I know. I thought it was 6 minutes.
Brothers of Construction. All right. Anyhow,
that will be the first thing he tells his children when he gets home today.
100% it will be. Absolutely.
I would love to know how many times Tank goes home and takes credit for my jokes. Yep, it's the thing I came up with today.
No, not really. PGA Championship this weekend, huh? You excited? Have you been able to get into golf at all? I have not heard you talk about golf in like at least a year.
I haven't watched.
Other than Masters Week.
I haven't watched anything but the majors.
Okay.
It's not because they're doing anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's just my schedule is wild now.
I mean, I don't even know who that guy was that won last week in Charlotte. The Quail Hollow, the reader or something.
I saw
writer,
it, and I'm not going to lie to you. I'll be locked in this weekend.
Of course you will. It's PGA Championship.
This is a weekend where this one matters. The PGA kind of did that thing to themselves where they, I'll say, watered down the schedule to a point.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of events. And you get a lot of really good players. They had a plan, and it didn't work out quite the way they thought it would, of we're going to bump up the payouts. So now it's not all that special to have Scotty and Rory and all the big guys in one tournament because they play so many.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get these other tournaments where it's nobody because that tournament didn't get fluffed up.
Mm-hmm. Currently, the leader is somebody named Pot Geeter, and I don't know who Mr. Pot Geeter is. Aldrich Pot Geeter. I'm pretty sure that's not how you say his name, but I'll never call him anything else. If I ever have to say his name again, which is the fun part about the early rounds of well, good for old Pot Geeter. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be there on Sunday. But I guess we shall see. Big weekend ahead. We'll have no show tomorrow because everybody here has doctor's appointments, apparently.
Except me. I have to go spend a bunch of money. I have to switch to Geico, all those things.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But we're going to be taking the day off tomorrow. And then next week it will be more two-a-days. It will also be full-on schedule analysis.
So we will take a week off from two-a-days next week because we will do division by division.
Oh, okay. All right. That sounds
through
good.
the schedule.
That sounds good. That extends out the two-a-days for another week.
Which goes
Good
up
call on your
to
part.
right when the World Cup starts, and then we're
excellent.
here, there, everywhere.
I was going to say we'll be hit or miss during the summer, or what is that, 3 weeks of the.
It's 5 weeks.
Is it 5 weeks?
You
of the
will
World
not
Cup?
see us together in the same room more than probably 3 times over the course of the middle of June to July. We'll still do shows when we're not preempted, but we will not be in the same location at the same time.
Right. We got a whole lot of World Cup coverage coming your way on all of the iHeartRadio airwaves. Well, not all of them, but the sports stations and some of the talk stations around the country are all going to be running World Cup matches because iHeartRadio is your official partner, audio partner, of the World Cup this year. So, soccer on the radio, that's going to be a new one.
It's not bad. I mean, we will do it. We're putting a lot. iHeart's putting a lot into this. So it's going to, you'll hear some voices that are not soccer people. They're celebrities from other avenues that will be involved in this. Jameis Winston is one of them. He's on the television side for Fox.
Oh, okay.
But he's not the only one.
Like, are we going to have Snoop Dogg soccer calls? Because I could get down for that.
I'm so in. I think you and I should call one of these. Just do a listen along with the television broadcast of you and I not knowing excrement about soccer. Who the players are. We don't know anything.
They're all going to be British, though.
As long
like
as
most of the announcers are all going to be British, aren't they?
Probably, yes.
And that's going to be fun for Jeremy because he loves that accent. We will have World Cup matches for you on ESPN Asheville throughout the tournament. We will also, of course, continue to bring you the Atlanta Braves coverage. We will never skip a Braves game for a soccer game, just so everybody's aware. That's not going to happen.
Before you send the emails to either one of us, we had to go through and figure it out of which ones.
Yes. So we will we will continue to bring you all the Braves coverage. Plus, as I said at the top of this segment, continue to listen to ESPN Asheville throughout the weekend, as we will have a talkback contest. Listen for the keywords. Use the talkback. Tell us what the keyword is. You'll be entered into a drawing for 4 tickets to go see the Atlanta Braves and the Washington Nationals on the 24th of this month. That's the Sunday right before Memorial Day. So you get to go to Atlanta and then hopefully have a day to rest before you got to go back to work.
And now we have to talk about a big signing in the NFL. We'll do that after the commercial break, along with Outside. I have a really funny outside story about a sport we don't talk about very often. I don't know what Tanks is. We didn't talk about it before the show. And then we're going to talk about the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots.
That's right. Two-a-days continuing here in the Sportsocracy after the top of the hour.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Pretty good-looking forecast over the next several days. A little cool down, then a warm-up. The coolest morning is going to be tomorrow morning when we're in the low to mid-40s. Hottest day will be Sunday, at least through the weekend, 90. Today, low 70s and sunny, a little bit of a breeze. Tonight in the low to mid-40s, as I mentioned. Upper 70s tomorrow and sunny. Saturday, sunny, 85. Sunday, sunshine, 90. That's your Hickory Metro weather from the Weather Channel. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, Oldies Radio for the Hickory Metro.
This report sponsored by the experts at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate, the real estate leader in Western North Carolina.
Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate is not like other real estate companies. They're built differently. As the #1 family-owned real estate company in the U.S., proven expertise and personalized service delivers results. Let them show you how at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks.
Running for office means having something important to say. Radio is the most personal medium out there. Voters hear the real you, exactly the way you want to be heard. No filters, no AI, just your voice, your message. And it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Call now and be on the air in just 48 hours. 844-844-iHeart. That's 844-844-iHeart.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom. If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
That red talkback mic on the free iHeart app, it's more powerful than it looks. One tap can get you in the conversation.
You guys, are you serious?
Enter to win something amazing.
That $1,000.
Or just a request. Try it now. Just open the free iHeart Radio app.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
When you're a grocery store, hunger has no place in your community. That's why at Ingalls, we donate over 2 million pounds of food every year to those who need it. It's the right thing to do, and we know you do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
All right, back in the Sportsocracy here. I can't get my mic to stay straight for some reason. Everything breaking around here. Anyway, back for just a bit outside. Jeremy, Megan was not the only one that took a fall last night. Did you see this story from the Chicago White Sox game?
No.
A fan fell out of the stands into the bullpen. It's another one of those incidents where the guy was way too close to the wall and just kind of stood up when the ball got hit, and he followed the ball and then just lost his balance and fell in. He ended up in the hospital. I hope he's okay. Sincerely, hope he is okay. But to me, this is one of those things, like, I know that we don't like barriers between us and the sport.
But you need them.
But you need them. Like, you need to have solid partitions or something. Like the guy that fell over the wall in Pittsburgh last year, had too many beers and just lost his balance and went crashing to the ground. We've seen this time and time again. I remember in New York when they had the dude or somebody fell out of the upper deck behind home plate and got caught in the net, which thank God the net was there to protect everybody from the foul balls that could come back and hurt the crowd. But man, I don't know. I'd higher walls have to be, and I think maybe we need to bone up on who's protecting the barriers, right? Like the ushers who are on those rows. Like, I think we just need to have a symposium with everybody. Just like, look, we need to have somebody with a keen eye who can watch out for these fans, because it's a fun environment. You forget your surroundings sometimes. And as Megan can attest, you can get a little too off balance when you get excited.
Right foot, left foot,
bloop, bloop, bloop.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. My story is about the NBA, and this is one of the dumbest things that you will ever hear me say on this show.
Okay.
Adam Silver was on the Stephen A. Smith radio show yesterday, and he confirmed that the NBA will be presenting a proposal to the Board of Governors, to change the lottery tanking system. Here's what they've landed on. They're going to have flat odds for all 14 teams that miss the playoffs. Except the top 3.
Okay.
They have less odds of winning. Do you understand? They're calling it draft relegation. Do you understand how stupid this actually is? Because what happens when it's Memphis, Charlotte, and Seattle when they have a team? You have less odds of getting the best players. But it'll keep teams from taking. No, it won't, you idiots. You give everybody the same shot to win. So if you don't think you can win in the playoffs, now everybody tanks to get a shot at the lottery.
Yep.
You idiots. How is anybody this stupid to not add that up? My God, how is Adam Silver the stupidest person in the United States of America? I read this because I knew it was coming. I'd already been told. I started in the NBA draft years and years ago. I knew this was coming. I did not know that relegation part of this, which is the dumbest. Oh, great. So what we're going to get now is the Utah Jazz and the Memphis Grizzlies playing to the death to be the 4th worst team in the NBA when they're all 10-72.
Yeah, because nobody wants to be in the bottom 3.
If Roger Goodell said this out loud, they would put him in Guantanamo Bay. They would put a thing over his head, put him in the back of an Escalade, and you would never see him again. That is the dumbest. In the English language, there has never been a time where any person said 40 words that added up to that stupid of a sentence. Ever.
Ever? That's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of dumb things that have been said over the years. You realize how many political campaigns you're talking about? Because I feel like it might be close running. But okay, I mean, I don't get why you're doing this. It really serves no purpose other than punishing really bad teams, which is.
And then they
kinda
can't
dumb.
get better because the problem with the NBA is the same thing it's always been. You morons. Miami, very attractive. No state taxes. Dallas, Houston, very attractive. Big cities, no state taxes. And then you have teams in Toronto. Big city, you play in a different country. It's a little hard to get paid. How do you not see this? The Indiana Pacers, what makes of that team? Because nobody chooses to go to Indianapolis. So now you just put a tax on trading for players to those teams because they know we can kill you. Atlanta, Charlotte, Indiana, Cleveland, Toronto, I want to say Minnesota, Portland, Utah. I can take 10 teams out of the NBA right now just so long as I say you will never get a player from me that you don't pay 140% for because you can't get them in the draft.
Right.
I can literally strangle you out to where the only access you ever have to players, because they will always want to go to L.A., they will always want to go to Dallas, they always want to go to Houston, they'll always want to go to Miami. They'll take Orlando's money because there's no state taxes. I have never in my life, never, watch somebody take over an entity and burn it to the ground the way Adam Silver has. And the fact that nobody talks about it just shows how few of you care. Because if anybody actually cared, somebody would have called for his big alien head 4 years ago. I loved the NBA, and I have single-handedly watched you destroy it.
The last 6 years is probably the fastest I've ever seen a sport fold. Because that's where I feel like you're at.
The funniest part is they're talking about adding more teams and diluting the product even more.
Yep.
The 8-man rotation of the Utah Jazz by the end of the season, I hate to tell you this, that's not going to change. They're not going to change. As a matter of fact, they're finding ways around all of this, which is why teams like Washington, like Indiana, traded for players they had no intention of playing for next year. They're going to keep doing that. It's mind-boggling. Between Major League Baseball, the NBA, those two have been fighting of which one of us is more poorly run and which one of us will actually burn ourselves to the ground first. Major League Baseball is going to do it with the strike. I hate to look into the future for you. This strike is the death knell for Major League Baseball. You got a little bit of momentum, and you're going to fight this out for years. There's a path that you're not going to have a Major League Baseball game for 3 years.
That's insane.
Because nobody's going to cave. The owners know I'm losing money hand over fist. We cannot keep allowing the Dodgers and the Mets and the Yankees and all these handful of teams that can spend like that to 7 times our payroll. We can't do it. So they're going to dig in and say, no, we like it this way, especially L.A. because they've got money tied up for 20 years. So they're not going to back down. The Reds, the Pirates, those teams aren't going to back down. And I still argue, knowing what I just said, the NBA's in worse shape than Major League Baseball is. Knowing you may not have a game for a presidential term, and it won't shock me in the least.
That's crazy talk.
And you know what happens? The NFL just sits back and goes, good.
We'll
More
just take
of
over
the calendar
everything.
we can take. We already stole Thanksgiving from you.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is ours now. It was always
Christmas.
50-50 anyway. We got Christmas. That one's ours too. Good luck. You can have Valentine's Day after the Super Bowl's over. And I'll be honest with you,
You don't even give them that.
I'll tell you something that I didn't know until yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you know there's not a date for the Atlanta Super Bowl?
No.
They haven't set. They usually set those dates 4 years in advance.
Yeah.
You know why?
Because they're extending
18
the
game schedule.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's coming.
Because they're
I'm telling
extending
you
the
it's
schedule.
coming
Of course they
because
will.
the NFL smells blood in the water. We are already the whale. We will put the rest of you out of business because we'll take this calendar from, God, especially now that the government's messing with them over this rights thing where they can't play Friday night games. We'll start the season in the middle of August. And we'll take it all the way to February like we do right now.
Kevin Mullen in the YouTube comments asks, fold or flop Tank? Because I said I've never seen a sports entity flop or fold like this over the last 6 years. To me, a flop would be less self-inflicted. Because you've done all of this to yourself.
No doubt.
Every turn you've done this to yourself, and you keep coming up with these stupid gimmicks that nobody cares about, the World or the WNBA Cup and all that stuff. Like, who cares?
Well, it doesn't have anything to do with the WNBA, but
I mean, it'd be more exciting if they did.
It's the stupid cup that they do. It means absolutely nothing that they play in the middle of the year.
No,
it's the absolute. It's hilarious to me. I told Tank this it was either yesterday or the day before. The team that allowed the most points in 2016 would have been the second best defensive team in the NBA this year. That's in 10 years. That's in 10 years.
Yep.
You have made defense irrelevant. Now you've made losing irrelevant because all I got to do is get in the lottery. So what's going to happen? Dumbass. You're going to get teams that aren't playoff teams that go, all I got to do is miss playoffs. Okay, so at the trade deadline, I'll trade my best player to the Lakers, to the Clippers, to the Heat, to the Magic, one of those teams. I'll trade him away because I get a bite at the apple. So now all lottery picks are way more valuable. So all you're going to do is push all the talent to bigger markets. This is not hard to figure out. I didn't even graduate college, and I figured it out.
The Charlotte Hornets ended this season as the 14th team in the lottery. That was where they sat. When the lottery came around, they had a 0.5 chance of getting the number one pick. Now you're telling me that they're going to have the same – actually, they're going to have better odds at 14 than the worst team in the league. That is the dumbest thing I think I've ever heard. Of course, that does open the door for maybe Charlotte actually winning a lottery at one point. But, oh, good Lord.
And they've had their finger on the pulse of that forever.
Kyle,
we can't
Kevin,
say that.
Your
It's
Shanahan
hilarious.
and Ananisms are great. And You know what? I would love to read that, but I cannot.
We can read the question, but this is why you should watch us on YouTube, because the questions are hilarious. We just can't say them. Hit the button.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money. I like the cash.
I don't know that we've answered this. Top 3 teams that won the NFL offseason.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm biased to my team, so I'll say my team's one of them.
You were definitely the winner of the draft.
The Jets got better, but not better enough to not lose games.
Right. Who? I would say probably Kansas City, right? We talked about Kansas City yesterday and all the moves that they made in the offseason.
Kansas City's pretty high. Baltimore would be up there pretty high. Adding Trey Hendrickson, just getting – I mean, I think Jesse Minter is an absolute aberration for them. Nobody ever wants to say this. The Dallas Cowboys are up there pretty high. The Cincinnati Bengals are up there pretty high. The Cincinnati Bengals took the biggest problem they have and made it maybe the second biggest strength of the team outside of quarterback and pass catcher.
Oh, with their defensive tackles?
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
Giants added a lot of talent. I don't know that you're going to see it in wins and losses this year. The Giants are in that situation that we got to sort out who goes where. Because now I got all these players, but a lot of them play the same position. I would say my 3 would be, just as we've sounded it out, I'll say my 3 are the Jets, the Bengals, that other one's tough for me.
The third one's tough. The Jets are on my list. I mean, I would say the Ravens have to be in there.
I'll go the
I
Cowboys.
feel like I want to pick. I feel like I want to pick an NFC team. I'm
going Cowboys. Jets, Bengals, Cowboys.
Here's a part of me that wants to say the Carolina Panthers, but you didn't have a good enough draft. I mean,
Carolina would probably have been my 4 had I not. And now I understand the Monroe Freeland pick better now than I did at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Carolina's my second NFC team.
Yeah,
I just can't have them ahead of the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys killed it. The Cowboys might be my overall winner. The more I'm sitting here thinking about this,
the Commanders
are going to be pretty high, but I need the Ayuk thing signed. No. I know it's going to happen, but I need to actually see him in the uniform. I do find it funny that a lot of, if you paid attention around the draft, a lot of the websites already had Brandon Ayuk on the Washington Commanders. I noticed it because I was using them for draft prep and went, did that happen? And I don't know about it.
Mm-hmm. The Rams, but they punted the draft.
Yeah, the Rams draft was
horrid.
It was so bad to me that I can't. The Titans added a lot too. I mean, now Howie said that was the worst offseason. That defense is going to be way better than it was. I can't say they had the worst. They had a lot of talent. I just don't like how they spent their money, and I think those contracts are going to age like a dairy product.
Yeah. But the Rams did what they had to do to fill the holes that are left on a team that's ready to win a Super Bowl now. The problem is they wasted the 13th pick in the draft.
Several people in the chat said Las Vegas. I can't agree with that one because you had a pick in next year's draft, and it got bounced back.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather have that pick next year than Max Crosby.
Agreed.
Because by the time
you know who else agrees? The Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, Baltimore's like, hey, we got to hold on to that pick. We like that.
Yeah,
I mean, because by the time the Raiders are good, which I think will be 2 years from now, Max Crosby's going to be on the wrong side of 30. He's already got knee issues, and it was enough for a team to void a trade that made them look like jackals.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's probably not good. I mean, I like that you got Fernando Mendoza. You added some talent, but you spent a lot of money to do it.
Mm-hmm. And failed to get a wide receiver, which is ridiculous.
Mind-boggling to me.
Because, hell, that would have been higher on my list than quarterback because I already knew I had the number 1 pick. I was getting the quarterback there. The rest of your offseason, you went, nah, we're good.
No, they added stuff, just not stuff I'm in love with.
Jalen Naylor does not count.
No, that wasn't.
No
I'm
one
not
was
gonna
fighting
lie,
you for that.
I didn't even think about that when I was thinking about adding players to that roster.
I'm not talking players. I'm just talking wide receiver room. Like you went, we got a giant hole over here. We're just not even going to pay attention to it. It doesn't make any sense to me. So, no, I couldn't put them as a winner.
Howie said, I hate that the 49ers got Osa Odigizua from Dallas for peanuts. It's okay. They traded D. Winters to Dallas for peanuts, too, so it evened out.
You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville Two-a-Days. Continuing after the break, we've got the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. We'll do the Patriots first. We'll do the losers, or do the winners of the Super Bowl in the third hour. So stay tuned. We'll talk about the Patriots next.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Pretty good-looking forecast over the next several days. A little cool down, then a warm-up. The coolest morning is going to be tomorrow morning when we're in the low to mid-40s. Hottest day will be Sunday, at least through the weekend, 90. Today, low 70s and sunny, a little bit of a breeze. Tonight in the low to mid-40s, as I mentioned. Upper 70s tomorrow and sunny. Saturday, sunny, 85. Sunday, sunshine, 90. That's your Hickory Metro weather from the Weather Channel. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, Oldies Radio for the Hickory Metro.
This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green, the easiest way to get a golf course quality lawn. Don't wait. Sign up at truegreen.com and get your first application for $9.95. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. Let the pros do the work so you can enjoy your weekend. Hurry, offer ends 5/21. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom and do you want it now? Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Knox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Knox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
Find out how to get Knox 47 for free. Call now, 800-481-9964. That's 800-481-9964. Free bottles for a limited time. Call 800-481-9964. That's 800-481-9964.
Ready to upgrade to the perfect sleep setup? Let Mattress Firm's sleep experts guide you to the perfect bed at the Memorial Day sale. Top brands, ideal comfort, score unbeatable deals on both. Mattress Firm, they make sleep easy.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
The Ingalls Advantage isn't just about savings or the best quality food for your family. It's more than that. It's the advantage of being a part of a community. That's why we provide over 2 million pounds of food every year through regular donations and programs like the Ingalls Giving Tree, Food for Thought, and the Ingalls Fill a Backpack program. It's the right thing to do, and we know that you would do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-10 1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls studio.
We are back in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We are heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app. Seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat each and every day. And you can join the House of Reprehensibles and do the super chat thing and all of that. The super chats go all the way to the top because we love money.
We do.
You want to give us money? We will definitely put you on the radio.
Yep, money is, it's why we do this.
Yeah.
They stop.
Who's gonna break the news?
Watch me trip. Watch me, Maye. I like it. It was very good.
I thought of that about 45 minutes ago. I was like, I'm gonna, whenever we get back to this thing.
For those of you who are just tuning in to the program, missed the opening of the show last night at AEW. The wrestlers weren't the only ones taking the bumps. It was Megan who did the swanton bomb off the second row of the upper deck. Yeah, she wasn't going down to the floor, but she did stumble and actually fell on top of me.
Don't tell your
It was a row below. No, she definitely should not. Yeah, so breaking news, the Miami Dolphins.
I think she was more worried about you tripping than falling.
The Miami Dolphins have made a move, and they're protecting the only thing worth a damn on their roster, and to the tune of $16 million a year. Devon Achane, which is the real way how you spell Achane, not
what Travis Etienne's doing.
Not the Travis way. $16 million a year. Does
that make any sense to you? Because it makes absolutely none to me.
I mean, sure. I mean, in the sense that it's one of the worst franchises, as I said, that's the only thing good about your roster. So, yeah, makes a lot of sense that a dumb franchise would do that.
I don't get it. Devon Achane is a great fantasy football player.
Mm-hmm.
He is not a bell cow running back. And if you watch him and you don't get the difference between him and Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry and Christian McCaffrey and he have some of the same. McCaffrey's way better at it, but if you look at McCaffrey, he's kind of I was going to get to that on the backside. He's the cautionary tale. Because people will say, he only has 544 carries in his first 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's got 172 catches, too. So then you start adding those two things together. This kid's averaging, what? You put that together, it's over 700 touches in 3 years, and he didn't play a ton that first year.
Mm-hmm.
Over the last 2 years, he's been right at 300 touches a year. That's not going to last at his size for all that long because the kid's only 5'9", $191. You look at the actual bell cow running backs in this league, name me one built like that.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear it because you're not going to have one because they don't exist. And now you put him behind a mediocre line with no quarterback whatsoever, and you think this is going to be better? You fired a really smart offensive coach that he fit into that scheme perfectly. You brought in a defensive guy with a completely different offensive scheme, and you think you're just going to lather, rinse, repeat? There's a reason this kid fell in the third round. The Devon Achane thing has blown my mind. He's the untradeable piece on this roster. Okay. Sure.
I mean, you probably should have. Certainly not paid him $16 million.
It's
I mean, we've been saying this for years. What is the thing to hang your hat on if you have the best running back in the league and nothing else? Right? Saquon Barkley works for the Philadelphia Eagles, but they wouldn't be the team that they are if they were built like the Miami Dolphins. He already did that once in New York and didn't save a franchise. You have to add a running back to a good system. Paying a good running back to be part of a good system, I will get on board with that. But making the running back the team is never going to work. You're never going to win that way.
Nope.
And now you have the third highest paid running back in the NFL.
And he's not the third best running back in the NFL. I don't even think he's close. I give you 8 off the top of my head.
I was going to say,
James Cook,
probably in the top 10.
Tell me where I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
James Cook, and this is not off the top of my head because it makes me look on the list. James Cook, Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley. That's 8.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't said Breece Hall, who I would put up there. Now we're probably at 10. It's 10. You're paying $16 million to the 10th best running back in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Who, oh, by the way, I think is going to age like a dairy product because he's small and he lives off speed. Those guys don't age well.
Yeah. All right. That's enough. I don't need to say anything else.
Gotham said, yeah, it's not like they got Kenny Gainwell. I mean, God, Tank's going to see Kenny Gainwell at a Bucs game this year and just boo him. Tank's going to get drunk, and he's going to trip, and Maye just scream at Kenny Gainwell like, "You suck! I hate you! You ruined my life!
You ruined my life." The only way Kenny Gainwell can come back from this now is to save me from getting hit by a bus. He's going to have to do some Darren Sproles type heroing.
Hero.
To be able to not have me cuss him forever.
Here by the grace of Darren Sproles, here by the grace Daniel Negreanu.
There you go.
I'm having shirts made.
Oh, good.
Just if for nothing else, so people will ask us,
What's that
why
mean?
do you wear those everywhere? Why do you wear those everywhere you go? Oh, I'll tell you. The stories are chef's kiss. I wouldn't be here without mine, and he wouldn't be on this side of the dirt without his.
Very true.
Darren Sproles kept him from sure demise.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That he did. All right, two-a-days continuing here in the Sportsocracy. The New England Patriots, the runner-up last year in the NFL. Drake Maye. What?
We have a super chat before you get into the Patriots thing. We have to read this because now there's nothing. There is nothing I want more.
Cause it's all about the money. All about the money.
From Red Sea said Kenny Gainwell's going to score a game-winning touchdown that saves Todd Bowles' job just for Tank.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want anything more. A Kenny Gainwell touchdown to make it as a wild card team into the playoffs, and Todd Bowles gets another year.
I hate you so much.
I know you do. I'm very hateable.
You and Kenny Gainwell. 2 words for you. 2 words. The New England Patriots.
I think Google's figured me out.
Going in at what?
Gary Birch in the chat said, "Good news, fellas. Alcohol kills hantavirus." I Googled it, and Google didn't even go isopropyl alcohol to start off with. That was the second paragraph. It said, "Drinking alcohol will not protect you." That was the first thing the AI answered to me. It's listening. It knew what I meant.
That's not how that works.
Fireball will not kill it. Oh, shoot.
Will not. Now you ready to talk about the New England Patriots? Okay, Here we go. The New England Patriots off season. Did they do enough to get them over the Seattle Seahawks hump? It's the only team that stood in their way last year from a title. And honestly, how much improvement did they have to do?
It's more than you're making it sound.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because you're leaving out a very key part of this.
What is that?
How many teams in the NFL played an easier schedule than the New England Patriots last year?
True.
I'll give you a hint, is 2. New Orleans and Miami. That's it. That schedule, which we're going to talk about at the bottom of the hour, gets way tougher this year. I like what they did. But see, for me, everything New England did in the offseason, it's like a sliding scale. I really love the Kevin Byard thing. But all Kevin Byard actually did was replace Jalen Hawkins.
Mm-hmm.
So you took a young guy I really like. He got paid elsewhere, and you replaced him with an older vet that's going to be here for 1 year. Now it's an older vet that's one of the best ball hogs in the NFL in the last 20 years. He's on the backside, but it does give you a veteran presence back there. I really like that one, but there was a but. Draymond Jones. I really like that one. That's probably my favorite move of their offseason because I thought they got a pretty good deal on him, too. Elijah Vera Tucker. I like that one if he can stay on a field, which scares me to death because he just doesn't do it very often. He's been hurt a lot. And then you get into Romeo Doubs. Going from Stephon Diggs to Romeo Doubs does not do much for me.
No, that is certainly
especially
an unfortunate
$80
turn.
million. Yeah. That's the part that killed me. What in the world has he done to make you think he can be that guy?
No clue.
He's a thrower. Am I wrong here?
No, you're not.
He's a mid-tier 2, really high-end 3.
Yes. Agreed.
You don't have a 1.
Kayshon Boutte, he could be our 1.
Who they were just talking about trading not a month ago. And by the way, I didn't agree. That was not me agreeing with that. That was just me shutting down what I know he was trying to incite me.
No, I wasn't trying to incite you. I mean, have you not heard that from Patriots fans? Because I've seen it.
No,
Kayshon Boutte's he's good enough to be our 1.
Patriot fans, outside of the really smart ones like Randy and Dubs and David,
yeah,
the ones that they get it. The others tend to avoid me because I told you the team was going to be good last year. They were much better than I thought they would be. I think they're going to regress to a point this year. There's also a lot of volume around this team, we shall say.
Yeah.
Timothy O'Toole, another really smart Patriots fan. I'm sure I'm missing some. I try to call out the smart ones when their team comes up, but I forget some every time.
All right. When you look at that offense as a whole, I mean, what do you feel like their high side is? Because I know they had the problems with Will Campbell down the stretch of last season. He was getting beat routinely, and that was largely what led to the loss in the Super Bowl. Was that Drake Maye didn't have a single second to really do much of anything. He's still your left tackle. Is it a problem?
Well, depends on who you play. Because if you go back and watch just even without watching the tape, I think the tape manifests itself in a lot of the grades. Look at the teams that Will Campbell did not grade well against last year. And when you look at that, it becomes very obvious there's a commonality here that's kind of hard to not see. Just the game by I hit the wrong button and it went away. I will get it back momentarily. Every time he played a high-end pass rusher, he got somewhat exposed. How many of those do you play this year?
That's a good question.
There we go. I finally, it took me forever, but
I don't know the answer to that.
So the worst graded games he had last year were against Seattle, Denver, Houston, all three in the playoffs. Graded well against the Chargers, who by the end of the year They weren't rushing the passer all that well.
Mm-hmm.
Miami had none. Cincinnati had none. The Jets had one. Will McDonald could get after quarterbacks, but he was playing on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay didn't rush quarterback well. Didn't grade particularly great in those games. Terrible against Pittsburgh, terrible against Tennessee. Just common thread there.
Yep.
And when you get to the playoffs, especially in the AFC, you're going to see high-end pass rushers.
Mm-hmm.
I like Will Campbell. I still think he can be a left tackle. I also think you're going to have to assist him a little bit. Have a running back that can assist you. Have a tight end that can assist you. Because you're going to have to keep tight ends in to block, I think, to help him against elite pass rushers. Eli Raridon doing that for you? Because I didn't really ever see that.
Yeah.
C.J. Dupree, is he going to play way more than I think? The offense is good because you got Drake Maye.
Mm-hmm.
I think Travion Henderson takes a big step forward this year. I still don't love your receiving core. The line is good, but it's very fragile, and it's not deep. And I still can't figure out where you're planning on playing Caleb Lomu. Unless you're just going to redshirt him with the intention of taking over from Morgan Moses in a year.
I'd say that's probably more likely.
I mean, because there's not a spot at guard. I mean, he's probably the –
I was going to say, if you have if you have AVT, Elijah Vera Tucker, he gets hurt. Something happens to Onwenu, God forbid, or Morgan Moses. I feel like is a good problem to have. The fact that you have a guy that could play any of those positions comes in handy. And I don't necessarily have to play him right now. It's not like I'd used a top 10 pick on him. You got him at the end of the first round, and you know what? If he beats somebody out in camp, go for it.
Gary Birch has a really good point in the chat that I have to say out loud.
Okay.
So I know this goes against popular opinion, but tackles are a lot easier to hide than interior guys are. I don't disagree with that.
Okay.
Now, I mean, you can't have complete bums. It's impossible to hide a bum on an offensive line. You just can't do it.
Right.
If you can't play and your footwork is terrible, your hand placement's terrible, that's impossible to hide. You can help a tackle more than you can help a guard. Bad guards, you're never going to be able to run. Yeah. You become one-dimensional, and there's nothing you can do to help them. Not without leaving you completely susceptible to just getting your quarterback killed.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good. I hadn't necessarily thought of it the way he said it. But it's actually a really good point.
But is it not easier to hide just one? Right, like if the entire middle of your line sucks, you're obviously going to know it. But if you got one bum on the line,
how do you do it?
Then I feel like that's easier to hide.
How do you do it? Give him help from the inside? What happens on the other side?
Well, no, you I guess you would use the tight end to help on that side, and you have the tackle help the guard, I guess.
Tight end's never going to hold up against a good edge rusher, ever. Now they can help, but if you're leaning that tackle in, that play better be going that way, or your quarterback is. I hope his insurance was great,
right?
Because somebody's about to cash it in because he's going to die by the end of this.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. I had never really thought of it that way, but it's a good point. If I'm going to have one that has a short arms issue the way that Will Campbell does, and not necessarily a short arm issue for the guard, but an issue like that, I'd rather have it with a tackle than with a guard.
Okay.
Because it is harder to scheme that way.
Mm-hmm. All right, good points. Good points being made. You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We'll be right back.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, Rich. That's Rich. Enter it now.
Log on to ESPNAVL.com to play, and good luck.
Yacht Rock Radio on iHeartRadio drops anchor and goes commercial-free every weekend. Weekends were made for smooth sailing. Yacht Rock Radio's got the soundtrack. Just sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy. The smoothest soft rock from the 70s and 80s. Open the free iHeart app, search Yacht Rock, and set sail.
Good morning, guys. I just want to warn you, traffic is tough out there.
We are here for you to tell you how to keep safe.
Everybody who is listening needs to take cover as soon as they can.
To provide the music, talk, and sports you love. And to deliver the news that matters to you. We are the voices you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress you depend on your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
If you can plan barbecues and weddings, you can plan to protect yourself from a natural disaster. Sign up for local alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is killing people. It's a powerful opioid, often made illegally and commonly mixed with illicit drugs. It can even be pressed into counterfeit pills that resemble prescription medications. Just 2 milligrams, about the size of a few grains of sand, could potentially be lethal. This isn't an ad to scare you, but it is an ad to make you think twice. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
Rise and shine with First News on 570.
Tank, if you were a food delivery driver, how would you boost tips?
I would wear more low-cut shirts.
Now on 92.9 FM.
I'm going to go to the restroom now and put bleach in my eyes to get that visual out of my head forever. Thank you, Tank Spencer, for that early Tuesday morning nightmare.
First News on 570 with Mark Starling and Tank Spencer. Weekday mornings at 6.
When you're a grocery store, hunger has no place in your community. That's why at Ingles, we donate over 2 million pounds of food every year to those who need it. It's the right thing to do, and we know you do the same. Ingles, your neighbor for over 50 years.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
The ceiling is the roof. Let's make it happen. Let's keep moving forward.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Two-a-days continuing as we talk about the two teams that are rumored to be opening up the season this year. Schedule release coming tonight. Don't forget to tune in on the YouTube live at 8 o'clock tonight. Jeremy will be running down the schedule with Bill Workman and maybe some other special guests as well. The New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks, I did not have that on my bingo card in the Super Bowl last year. But there was no doubting that at least one of those teams was deserving to be there. Now, New England won the games to be there.
I mean, they both deserve it.
But that schedule, that schedule was absolutely pitiful when you look back on it.
Oh, I mean, I could make the argument that over the course of the entire season, they didn't actually beat a good team.
Mm-hmm.
They did in the playoffs. That's completely different.
Yep.
But in the regular season, their best win was Buffalo, Baltimore, and they beat one playoff team. That's hard to do. It's almost impossible in this era.
Based on sheer, talent, style of play, all of the things. I mean, did you feel like the New England Patriots were second best team in the league? Because I really didn't.
I never feel like the two teams in the Super Bowl are the two best teams in the league.
Mm-hmm.
It almost never goes that way because usually the best team in the league is playing a way tougher schedule. And so by the time you get to the end of the year, they're killed.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the two best teams in the league last year were the Rams and the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they couldn't play in the Super Bowl. I thought – look, New England's got a defense that's really difficult to scheme. There are just not many teams that can line up with you the way that they can. Having two safeties over the top that I really like, Carlton Davis, Christian Gonzalez, and Marcus Jones. I think Gonzalez is a top 6 corner in the league.
Sounds about right.
Marcus Jones is one of the best slot corners in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And Carlton Davis might be the best second corner in the league. If he's not, he's certainly in the discussion.
Mm-hmm.
There's not many teams built that way. And you got Barmore and Williams in that front. I don't love the pass rushers. I do love that they added Braden Swinson and Achane over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I think they will situationally be nice replacements to Caleb Jaxon. And then Draymond and Landry as the starters is solid. I don't think it's great, but it's very solid.
Yeah.
They're going to win games by beating you defensively, running the ball well, and letting Drake Maye take shots when he needs to.
Mm-hmm.
Drake Maye, we did quarterback power ranks a couple days ago. Drake Maye does not have to be the 6th best quarterback in the league. He doesn't have to be the 5th best quarterback in the league. He has to consistently be able to make plays of that ilk regularly.
Mm-hmm.
5 of them a week. 5 big-time throws a week, and this team should win a lot of games.
Yep. I think the weakest part of this team is their wide receiver room, but it doesn't matter that much when you have a quarterback like that. When you have Drake Maye on your side, I don't need all of those. I don't need to have a Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, not that I don't think Joe needs that either. I think if Joe was on a team with a less talented wide receiver room, the Joe Burrow would be just fine as well. But what I'm saying is he didn't need the superstars to be good. And we said the same thing about the that other Patriots quarterback that ruled our world for so long. He never really had it. I mean, the Randy Moss, right? He had Gronk. But the receivers over the years, I mean, Edelman and Welker, those are fine guys, but Brady made them because they didn't really have much going for him elsewhere. I mean, Welker went to Denver, and he was good because of what? Peyton Manning. I look at this wide receiver room, and that's kind of what I think. Is that we're kind of back in that era again. I don't need to have big time superstars. I don't need to have big payroll coming out of the room, but you are paying Romeo Dobbs $20 million. So there's that. Other than that, I don't think there's a part of this team that I don't kind of like.
It's a very complete roster.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of young guys to like. I mean, look, we've talked about Romeo Dobbs.
Yep.
What if Kyle Williams takes a step forward? Kyle Williams would become that Stephon Diggs, and then I don't really care as much. And I think he has that in him. I mean, you remember how much I liked him coming in the league. Mm-hmm. Efton Chisholm, he can do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a lot of bullets in the gun. And as we go through this, you'll notice those are the rosters I tend to like. I like the ones where no one player outside of your quarterbacks don't count. There's no team in the league that can withstand their quarterback going down and not becoming just a shell of what they could have been.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one player on this team.
Maybe the Philadelphia Eagles, in your opinion.
There's no one team, or no one player on this team that can get hurt where you just go, well, they're dead.
Yeah.
Because there's a backup plan everywhere. That's what good drafting teams do. And New England, whether people like it or not, over the last handful of years, has been a good drafting team.
Mm-hmm.
Since Bill checked out, they've done pretty well. I mean, I thought they had one of the best draft classes in the league last year. Thought this year was pretty solid for not having any more capital than they did, picking at the end of the first round, end of each round. I like this team, and I think this team can do really big things.
No, they could do damage. I mean, this team is. I mean, they are a Mike Vrabel team. They can pound you over and over and over. Over years, and you'll never see it coming. What'd I say?
Jiggle out.
You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Pretty good-looking forecast over the next several days. A little cool down, then a warm-up. The coolest morning is going to be tomorrow morning when we're in the low to mid-40s. Hottest day will be Sunday, at least through the weekend, 90. Today, low 70s and sunny, a little bit of a breeze. Tonight in the low to mid-40s, as I mentioned. Upper 70s tomorrow and sunny. Mid-upper 80s and sunny over the weekend. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stajic.
This report is sponsored by Jimmy's Automotive Center.
The summer travel season is here, and before you hit the road for vacation, your first stop should be Jimmy's Automotive. Right now, they've got their Memorial Day travel special happening for just $99 for most vehicles. Oil change, multi-point inspection, and tire rotation. Check jimmysauto.com for more information.
Why would you wait another day to handle your IRS issue? Stop procrastinating. It's only going to get worse. These guys are out for blood and will take your paycheck. Money out your bank account. Man, they'll even take your freedom. The worst part? Most people facing IRS collections didn't even know they had options. Here's the good news. If you owe back taxes, have on-file returns, or you're under audit, you may qualify for the programs that can reduce your debt, sometimes dramatically. And here's the reality. You don't have to wait. The longer you delay, the more aggressive the IRS can become. That's where Republic Tax Relief comes in. They deal with the IRS every single day, and they know how to stop collections fast. Republic Tax Relief is veteran-owned, experienced, and A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. And your first call? Completely free. But don't wait. Every day matters. Call Republic Tax Relief now at 800-281-8559. That's 800-281-8559 or visit republictaxrelief.com.
Skip this. Tap that red talkback mic on the iHeartRadio app while listening to your favorite station.
You guys rock.
Instant feedback. And the best feature, if you mess up,
hopefully I'm sending these messages correctly.
Do it again. Leave a talkback now on the free iHeartRadio app.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! On the weird scale, there's Vegas, there's Florida, and there's Asheville. Let's get weird, Asheville.
We're back at the Sportsocracy, and sometimes when we just we do the weird thing, and then I just click on a story, and I can't get away from it because it's really just a combination of words that I did not expect to see today.
My story fits into that as well.
This is from KIRO in Seattle, I believe.
Kiro.
Uh-huh. KIRO TV, Channel 7. Local news story, something's fishy. Woman accused of smuggling extra razor clams in her waders. I
understood every word you just said there.
She's smuggling clams in her waders.
Those things freak me out.
Clams?
No, the razor clams. They're weird. They're weird.
Oh, well, I mean,
I don't like them.
But do they not taste good?
I would never eat one.
Just by the sight of it?
Yes, they're weird.
Just because the shell looks weird? Is that what you're saying?
No. I can tell that you have not seen them.
I've not seen a razor clam.
A razor clam looks like the world's grossest hot dog. Because the clam comes out of the shell on both sides.
Oh no!
And they're
oh no!
They're
that looks strange.
Yep.
Wow. They're okay. I mean, I assumed that they were, thin shelled. Did not know that was what was happening. Anyway, apparently in the state of Washington, you can only have 15 at a time if you go out digging for clams. And so she was just loading them up in her shoes. I feel like that'd be difficult to make the journey back to the old truck.
Oh, it's 10. You can only have 10 at a time.
According to the story here, it says the limit is 15.
Whatever state Jets Cade Klubnik lives in, it's 10. Because he had preceded that by saying they're the best. I could first of all, I don't like clams.
Yeah.
That's the one seafood I'm Seacrest out. Oysters, I'll eat them all day.
Mm-hmm.
Some fishies. I don't like most fishies, but give me a good mahi-mahi. It's a treat that's hard to beat.
Yeah. 23 is how many they pulled out of her shoes.
Oh, Welch that's Welch. He lives in Washington State. I just pieced all that together.
Yes.
My story is about Toronto. They're getting ready for the World Cup. This is according to the Toronto Sun. The Toronto Public Health has spent nearly $200,000 on what ahead of the World Cup?
I don't know.
Something that they would give away. It's the only hint I'm going to give you.
Bobbleheads.
Public health.
Oh, condoms.
And other sex paraphernalia for the World Cup. I don't know what that part means.
Other sex paraphernalia. Okay.
Among the items purchased were 576,000 branded condoms, 200,000
branded.
Don't beat me to the end.
Sorry.
Don't beat me to the punch.
Go ahead.
200,000 individual packages of lubricant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading this straight out of an AP story.
Mm-hmm.
The outlet added that the wrappers on the condoms would come in 6 designs. They're World Cup themed. Would you like to take a stab at what any of them are?
Does one of them say gold? And some of them are longer than others.
There's a joke there that I'm not going to tell. One of them says, "What a finish," with a soccer ball. I'm not making any of this up. Another one has a soccer goal with a peach in it, 2 very strategically placed soccer balls, and an eggplant, and they're in the goal together. In the crease joke there somewhere. You figure that one out. Mm-hmm. Another one has a bunch of legs for some reason and says, "Block those shots." Then there's one with a Canadian design. There's one with 2 shoes on it, and there's one of a kid kicking a soccer ball. I'm so lost in any of the. First of all, I didn't know that condoms had wrappers. I didn't know that. Because I've never seen one.
No.
Like if you said, "Hey, the brand that you didn't use, but the one that you bought, what did that say on the outside?" I don't know. It could have said, "Run!" on the outside, and I would have not known. I don't know. Because by the time we're on the fast break,
right.
I don't care what this says.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you spend this much on World Cup condoms? Like, maybe it's the frugal. I'm acting like Tank here.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why would you do this?
It's like Pokemon. You got to catch them all. To keep from catching them all. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good tagline.
That's the next one.
Collect them all to keep from catching them all.
Ironic,
Stay safe.
Ironic you said that because the tag phrase of this campaign, get ready to score safely. I see, for me,
brilliant.
Since this is soccer, I think they should have been more honest about whoever's getting these condoms. Get ready to score rarely. That's what this should have. You missed a great opportunity.
Stephen Tell said mine said not for balloon animals.
I believe mine said,
you don't want to do that.
I believe mine said not for individual resale. That was.
Oh, good Lord. That's, I mean, look, you want your athletes to stay safe. We do this story all the time for the Olympics. So, sure, when you're getting world-class athletes together, why not?
In Toronto. This is from the city of Toronto, the public health department, giving it out to just anybody. It has nothing to do with
I
the
thought it
athletes.
was for the World Cup people.
No, it's just for people.
Oh.
Because they are playing games in Toronto, I guess. I did not know that.
Well, I was thinking it was like,
No, this is not like an Olympic
for the team village.
First of all, 200,000 of them for just the village is intense because there's like 10 sites in North America. Which means you have 2 million of them. That's more goals than have been scored in the history of soccer, combined at every level. There haven't been 2 million goals since that sport was invented.
Gary Burr says it's in Canada, so are they made of beaver skin?
I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed.
Canada. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Get out and find out what everyone's talking about.
All right, let's get back into the business of the day here.
We have a super chat.
Okay.
So this is from Colin. It's asking these are, I guess, the games that we already know for Kansas City. Kansas City played the Colts in week 2, Buffalo in week 12. That's one Thanksgiving we were talking about earlier. Cincinnati in week 14.
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts?
I like that you play Indianapolis early. I don't like that you play Cincinnati late.
Well, here's the thing with playing Cincinnati late.
Joe Burrow may be in a full-body cast by then.
Right. Is Joe Burrow going to make it through a whole season? I don't think that's going to be as big a problem this year as it's been in the past. Let's hope not. But that doesn't scare me as much. Being at Buffalo on Thanksgiving is going to be tough. Being at Buffalo anyway will be tough. But getting it there in November where it ain't going to be fun weather. It's not a dome stadium, is it?
No.
I didn't think so.
Can I play devil's advocate on that?
Sure.
I don't think Buffalo's as good as everybody else thinks they are. It could actually be beneficial to play them by that time because I have a weird feeling this season is going to be a grind for them.
Okay.
I think there are going to be a lot of shootouts. The defense is not going to be seamless. It never is. No matter how much I like the personnel they're putting in that defense, it is never a seamless switch. I don't think I mind any of it, to be really honest with you. I would have preferred to play Cincinnati early. That's it.
Yeah.
Indianapolis week 2. Can I give you a win now? Is that a thing that I'm allowed to do?
We'll just go ahead.
I don't care if you're playing Justin Fields. Win.
It's a good point. But we don't think that they will be playing Justin Fields.
No.
Patrick Mahomes should be ready to go for the start of the season.
Which brings us to the opponents of your reigning Super Bowl runner-ups, the New England Patriots. I don't love this. I mean, the rubber's going to meet the road with this schedule way better than it did last year. Because we talked about, they only had one win over a playoff team last year. Do you realize how many playoff teams they played this year?
Well, if you look just at their home slate, obviously, Buffalo will be on there.
I'm talking about just teams that made the playoffs last year.
Last year, Denver.
2. Pittsburgh.
3.
Yeah. Green Bay just missed it.
Yep.
Or did Green Bay make the playoffs last year? I think they did.
Maybe they did.
I'm going to look.
I don't remember.
That feels like it was forever ago.
You got Chicago on the road.
No, Green Bay made the playoffs.
Okay. You got Chicago on the road.
That's 5.
You got
Buffalo
Kansas City.
Second, though. That's 6.
You got Kansas City. You got Chargers. And you got the Seattle Seahawks.
That's 9. And you forgot the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's 10.
Oh, Jacksonville. I was trying to skip over. My mind wanted to keep saying Detroit, but I had to remind myself that they did not make the playoffs last year, but that's another playoff team this year. Should be.
Should be, yes.
Way tougher schedule.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just look at who you play on the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Chicago, Detroit, Jacksonville, Kansas City, Chargers, and Seattle.
The only layup games they have on the road are the Jets and the Dolphins. Mm-hmm. And depending on when you get the Jets, I'm not sure that that's going to be a layup. It will not be the 42-10 you put on them last year.
Yep. Now, at home, you get Vegas and Minnesota.
The Jets, Miami.
I don't think Pittsburgh is really going to be an impediment to you.
You have 3 really tough games at home.
Mm-hmm.
There is probably no team in the NFL that needs their schedule to be front-loaded the right way more than New England.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to be able to exert home field advantage against Green Bay, Denver, and Buffalo.
We need to limit.
Problem is, cold doesn't bother them anyway.
Right. We need to limit those long road trips too. The back-to-backers could be killers. Because think about it, if this team ends up with a series of 4 games where, let's say, you got 2 on the road, 1 back at home, and then the last one is on the road, and you end up getting Chicago, Kansas City, you come home to play Pittsburgh, and then you got to go to Seattle. Well, we're talking about them possibly opening the season with that, so let's take that out. Let's just say
Seattle on the road is going to be a nightmare, but doing it in week 1 is beneficial.
Yeah, but even if it was Jacksonville or Chicago, that's a 4-game stretch where if you screw that 1 game up at home against Pittsburgh, because we know Pittsburgh likes to come to play wherever they go, you screw that one up, that could be a 4-game stretch that you can't come back from.
Can I say something that's going to sound a little strange?
Yeah.
I think them playing Seattle week 1 is of great benefit to them.
Okay.
Because you can make the travel whenever you want to. Because we have the week in between the preseason and the start of the season, and that game's on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm flying out there no later than Friday of the previous week.
Agreed.
No later. I will be so acclimated to that, and the reason I can do that, because I'm probably not playing until Sunday of the following week. Mm-hmm. So I get a mini bye off week 1 that no team has really ever had before. So if you give me Seattle, they'll come back home. Let's say they go Seattle-Denver, which is very much in the range of possibilities. You go 2-0 there, you're off to a whale of a start.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more doable because of the way it lays out.
No.
What I'm afraid of for New England is that they go Seattle, the Jets at home, so they catch that one really early, which, yes, you'll get the win. But that you're pushing some of these Kansas Cities, Jacksonville's, Detroit's. You're giving those teams the chance to coalesce the further down the schedule you push them. I want to play those teams that have a lot of moving pieces early. Because New England doesn't.
That's 7 primetime worthy games, at least.
They're going to play a lot of games in primetime.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of games in primetime.
And this is also another thing that I always consider with teams like this, especially a team with a young quarterback. Now it's expected. And that matters a lot. Last year we kept talking about how they were going to be better than you think, but we didn't even think that they were going to have that good of a record. But they come out this year, and now you're expected to be that. Now you're expected to be in the Super Bowl. And guess what? You ain't sneaking up on nobody because everybody else, except for the Seattle Seahawks, watched you in the Super Bowl last year, and you're going to surprise no one. And the trash talk on that field is going to be just 7th level of hell. Because how many jokes do we make about this team on the radio?
Well, and you got to realize that if this doesn't die down by July, nobody wants to acknowledge this. We work in the media.
Mm-hmm.
I know how these people work. Do you want to be asked about this every day? And you will be.
Mm-hmm.
Even you can say, I'm not talking about that 1,000 times. Every time something new comes out, and I'll go ahead and tell you, I don't think it's stopping anytime soon because the one leaking it is TMZ.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no telling what they know. And so they'll just keep throwing out one little crumb because I don't know if you've noticed this. That's what they've done for the last 2 months. Every time that story goes away, they throw another crumb. And there's no telling how deep this goes. There's no telling how far they're going to go with this.
Yep. First it was the hotel, and then that we talked about that for a few days, and then it was, oh, here's a clip of something she said 2 years ago, and then we talked about that for a couple of days, and then it was, oh, they were on a boat, and
she was 7 months pregnant.
Right. It just won't stop.
And here's what I'll tell you about that. Getting on the wrong side of TMZ Sports is not great. Tank knows this because it was one of the first cool things I ever got to do. I play in their fantasy football league every year.
Mm.
I know probably half the staff of TMZ Sports. They don't always have a ton to do because it's a whole division that basically thrives on chaos because they're not talking about the Lakers beat the Mavericks last night because that's not what they do.
Yeah, they don't do predictions and stuff.
No, they don't have – you think it gets thin for us as a football show in July? Think about what it does to TMZ, the sports division of TMZ when there's no scandal. Because scandal is what they live on.
Mm-hmm.
They won't let it die.
I'm just curious what today – I haven't even looked at today's sports page over there to see what they're talking about.
Probably a lot of LeBron James because they're centered in L.A. and they talk about him a lot.
And Tiger. Following Tiger Woods around. Cardi B and Stephon Diggs got in a fight, apparently.
It's just funny because they were just all buddy-buddy like 3 days ago. Make up your mind.
Yeah.
New England's an interesting one for me tonight.
Yep.
As I look at the schedule, because there are really good ways that this can go. There are ways that they're not going to sink you. Your defense is so good. I don't want to put Drake Maye in any more bad situations than I have to.
Mm-hmm.
So, I want to get Chicago out of the way. I want to play that game in Chicago in September if I can.
Yeah.
I already know I'm getting Seattle out of the way. I am going to laugh when that winds up being the Bears that play Seattle, and it's screwed up 4 separate teams for us. I want to get Chicago out of the way. I want to get Kansas City out of the way as early as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the rest, I don't really care. I'll play Buffalo late. I think you're better than Buffalo.
Yeah.
I think you're better than Jacksonville.
I do too. But those games are always hard fought regardless. The problem is with when you're both good, anything can happen.
Well, you got to remember they were hard fought when New England wasn't good and Buffalo was. We haven't seen this the other way around. This is not Sean McDermott anymore. I consider doing Buffalo today because we've talked about them multiple times, and I think you and I disagree on them so vehemently. I'll make a claim right now. When we go through the records, I'll bet you have Buffalo with 3 more wins than I do. Sight unseen of the schedule, I'll bet you have them with 3 more wins than I do.
Okay. They've got a pretty tough schedule as well.
It's evil. It is evil.
Oh, my. I just now looked at the list.
It's evil.
Holy cow. That's not going to be fun. You better hope you don't have many problems.
Yeah, when you see a division where you look at every team and go, ugh, the team that won it and the team that finished second, their schedules are going to be evil. So that means they're playing good divisions that probably didn't regress much.
Yeah.
Buffalo caught the bad side of they got a bunch of teams that finished second that are probably the best teams in the division. Because they got Baltimore, they got Houston, and they got the Chargers. Yep. Not fun.
No, not at all. You are in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. Two-a-days continuing after the break. When we come back, it'll be time to talk about the Super Bowl champions, the Seattle Seahawks.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Pretty good-looking forecast over the next several days. A little cool down, then a warm-up. The coolest morning is going to be tomorrow morning when we're in the low to Today, low 70s and sunny, a little bit of a breeze. Tonight in the low to mid 40s, as I mentioned. Upper 70s tomorrow and sunny. Mid-upper 80s and sunny over the weekend. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stagik.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's new Biggie Deals. Choose one of Wendy's new Biggie Deals. At $4, $6, and $8, pick one of the new Biggie Deals you're craving. For a pretty Biggie deal, gotta be Wendy's. U.S. price and participation may vary.
Running for office means having something important to say. Radio is the most personal medium out there. Voters hear the real you, exactly the way you want to be heard. No filters, no AI, just your voice, your message. And it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Be on the air in just 48 hours. Visit winwithiheart.com. That's winwithiheart.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Listen, I'm not for it at all. I don't want there to be UFC fighting on the White House lawn. I don't think that's really appropriate.
You're traditional.
First News on 570 with Mark Starling and Tank Spencer.
Why can't we just have like a reenactment of like a battle or something like that?
So you do want bloodshed?
Well, I just want historical bloodshed. I don't want two roid addicts that are going at each other.
Wildly inconsistent.
Weekday mornings at 6 on News Radio 570 WWNC and now on 92.9 FM.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Live in the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
When you're a grocery store, hunger has no place in your community. That's why at Ingles, we donate over 2 million pounds of food every year to those who need it. It's the right thing to do, and we know you'd do the same. Ingles, your neighbor for over 50 years.
I'm Scarlett Johansson. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. You can join the movement to end hunger by donating, volunteering, and advocating. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! The Sportsocracy.
Gets the rebound, passes it to the man, shoots it, and boom goes the dynamite.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
ESPN Asheville. WPEK Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Live from the England studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
It is ESPN Asheville. We are the Sportsocracy. Welcome back into the program. We are seen everywhere on YouTube and heard everywhere on the iHeart Radio app. Go to thesportsocracy.com. Click that live video link in the middle of the page. That'll get you through to the YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe so you can join us in the chat. Our two-a-days continuing. Time to talk about the Seattle Seahawks, the defending Super Bowl champions. Sammy D, INT, ditching that moniker forever. I mean, he still has that issue sometimes. However, when you win a Super Bowl, that all kind of goes away. You remember all the mad smack everybody used to talk about Matt Stafford? I mean, not only do I feel like the guy got better with age, it's like a fine wine, but you win a Super Bowl and everybody just kind of goes, yeah, great. He's one of the greatest of all time.
Nailed it.
Meanwhile, before that, everybody was like, I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer or not. Now it's a no-doubter. He's won a Super Bowl and an MVP. And his team is in prime position to win a Super Bowl this year. However, the best team in the NFL is in their damn division, which is unfortunate. But maybe a little payback this year, and they can go farther. But Seattle, let's not denigrate them too much, because Seattle's in a pretty good spot to defend their title, for sure. You don't think so? This team is markedly worse than last year?
Sure as hell not better.
I didn't say they were better. I don't feel like the losses are catastrophic. I feel like you want to disagree with me on this.
I do. I do. It's not that I feel like I do. I do.
You do. Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying I don't like this team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying I thought them and the Rams were close anyway. Mm-hmm. The Rams got better, and you didn't. What do you think that means for me? I mean, fact or fiction, the drop-off from Zach Charbonnet or Jadarian Price from Kenny Walker is pretty significant.
I disagree.
I'm going to need you to explain that, and I'm going to need you to do it real slow.
I mean, it's not like Kenny Walker is Saquon Barkley. I mean, he's a good starting running back in this league, but he's okay. I wouldn't consider him to be all-pro level. I mean, he did win the Super Bowl MVP, but so did Dexter Jackson once. So I like Kenny Walker. I just don't think that it's a massive drop-off.
Kenny Walker averaged 4.6 yards per carry as the bell cow.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Charbonnet barely broke 4 as the backup.
Mm-hmm.
The passing work guy. How often do you see a guy go from the passing work guy to the head of the snake, which this is one way for it to go. We'll cover the other side here in just a second.
Yep.
How often do you see that where they become more effective as the bell cow? Because I cannot think of one. Can't think of one in my entire life. I also think this Zach Charbonnet love that everybody has is one of the most comically ridiculous things I've ever heard in my life. He's fine.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bottom 6 starting running back in the NFL. And I can't wait to hear who people think he's better than.
Yeah.
I mean, he's shown you over the course of 3 years who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but he had 12 touchdowns last year. Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
You're 100% right. And Kenny Walker had 5 because Zach Charbonnet was being used as the goal line back. because he's 220 pounds. I just don't see big play back in that. You know how I feel about Jadarian Price.
Absolutely.
So if that's what you think you're going to do, which is you're just going to put him in that lead role, good luck with that. Because it's going to be the wish version of Kenny Walker. And I'm telling you, I've read this book with Sam. I know him quite well. You take that running game away, and it's not high end the way that it was last year. You're not going to like where this goes.
Okay.
Because you talked about Sammy D, INT.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? All those years that he threw a ton of interceptions, you know what they all had in common? They didn't run the ball particularly well. And I don't know that they're going to do it particularly well this year.
Okay.
I don't love either of your two options here at running back. And when I look at Seattle from last year, they were, 11th in the NFL in rushing yards per game.
Mm-hmm.
With Kenny Walker, they were in the bottom 10 in the league in yards per carry. You think that's going to get better without the guy that led it? I struggle to believe that. I also think Shaheed's really the only deep threat you have.
Mm-hmm.
Smith-Njigba threatens you deep. I'm not saying he's not that guy. I just don't know that you're going to be able to take the top off of things because that's what Sam needs. I'm the biggest Sam Darnold apologist on earth, and I just don't think you've done him a ton of favors here. Locking up JSN, absolutely. That was you didn't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the best receivers in the NFL. Some people tell you he's the best receiver in the NFL. I can't quite get there yet, but he's close.
Mm-hmm.
What am I scared of outside of that? Like, you go down that roster, what else am I scared of? When I'm game planning this team, what am I going, oh, good Lord. Do I have to really game plan for Cooper Kupp? I don't think so.
No, he's not that anymore.
Do I really have to game plan for Rashid Shaheed?
I mean, to a point.
Do you?
But, I would say so.
So why do I have to game plan Rashid Shaheed?
Because, he can hurt you if you let him get loose.
Okay.
So you
How many times
better...
did he do that last year?
Huh?
How many times did he do that last year?
What?
Last
Have,
year
big catches? I don't know. 5, 6 times? 7 times?
High.
Something like that?
No matter what metric you go by,
mm-hmm.
last year was the best year of his career. He had a 51-yarder against the Rams.
Okay.
He had an 87-yarder against the Giants, where the coverage just absolutely opened up like the Red Sea.
Mm-hmm.
He had a 39-yarder against the San Francisco 49ers. He had one other catch the entire year that was over 30 yards. That's it. 4 times. Good player.
Mm-hmm.
He's not one you have to game plan against. You have to game plan against Kenny Walker. That's the reason the Kansas City Chiefs went, we'll pay you. We'll pay you because we're not very good at drafting running backs. That one's available. They could have had Breece Hall. They could have had Kenny Walker. They could have had a slew of other guys that were in free agency. Why did one of the smartest front offices in the league target that guy? Because he's good.
Mm-hmm. And he was available.
There were a lot of other guys available too. This was a good crop of running backs. They could have had Breece Hall over the course, who I think is a top 7 running back in the NFL. They could have had him over the course of 2 years for not a lot. 3rd-round pick. Woo. They gave one of those up just to get up to take Mansour Delane, and there's a great chance nobody was taking him in front of them. They still prioritize Kenny Walker.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason for that. And I think people undervalue that. Because he's not sexy. There's nothing sexy about watching him run.
No.
He's just really good. The high side's good. Does he have some of those no-gain runs? Absolutely. Zach Charbonnet has significantly more. And I just don't see the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
You take away you make the running game 70%, 80% of what you thought of what it was last year. It takes a lot of bullets out of the gun for this team. I know you're really fond of Torrey Horton.
I am. Love him.
I am too.
He needs to be used more.
Yeah, at the expense of Cooper Kupp, who I can't fathom why he's still on this roster.
Because you're paying him.
So what? Who cares?
Well, it's a spent cost.
So you're making it worse by. I don't know if I'm the only one that saw this.
Mm-hmm.
he didn't just look – he did not look like Cooper Kupp, the former leading receiver in the NFL. He didn't look like a serviceable NFL receiver for the vast majority of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's your 2. 3 at worst if you really consider Shaheed to be your 2, which is fine if you do.
Yeah.
Game planning this team is significantly harder for me now than it was because you lost pieces on the defense, and now the defense is thin. I still love the defense.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about it in the next segment.
Yep.
I still love the defense. I don't think it's as ungodly imposing as it was. Not because you lost the stars. You still have those. The depth is not where it was. And so I don't have all of these guys to throw at you, and now I'm starting a few guys that don't make a whole lot of sense. All of what I have said here steers into one thing. You're putting more weight on the back of Sam Darnold, fact or fiction.
Fact.
How many times have we seen what happens when you do that? I'm not changing course on him. I still love Sam Darnold. I think he was the most undervalued entity in the NFL for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's a reigning Super Bowl champion. Goes to that pressure thing that you talked about earlier.
Yep.
Sam's never been great under pressure. New York ate him alive, and he would tell you that as quickly as I will.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just scared. I'm scared of the offense. Still think it's a very good team, but I'm scared of the offense.
Yeah. The hardest thing to do in this league is to win consistently, and especially win at a high level consistently. A team that last year was 14-3 and won the Super Bowl is, of course, going to be under all kinds of scrutiny. Mm-hmm. I wish you could have gotten Kenny Walker back. I really do. It would have made me feel a lot better. It didn't get better, but like I said, I don't know that the downfall is going to be because he's not on this team. It'll hurt, but I don't think it's a killer. I don't think you go from you don't go from being 14-3 to being 9-8.
I'm not
because
saying, and I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't see that in the cards here. This is still going to be one of the elite teams in the NFL, and if you can luck out, right? If we're wrong about Jadarian Price, then you don't skip a beat. If Zach Charbonnet can stay healthy all year long, because that's the biggest problem that I have with him.
The biggest problem I have with him is that I don't understand why so many people think he's so good. Because I don't know what he's ever shown you that says that he is.
He's fine. He's not great. He's not even, like you said, he's probably the
sixth worst
starting running back. I don't disagree with that at all. But I still feel like this team is going to run the ball pretty consistently. May not look as good if they only average 4.5 yards a carry, or I don't know what's the benchmark there.
It's about 4.5 for a high-end running.
Yeah, I was like, what do you have to average to make you feel better? Okay, so if they average 4 yards a carry as a team, it's going to hurt. You're not going to have as many wins. But the rest of your team, I still think, is really good.
I do too.
That offensive line, I've had my concerns about it, but they looked pretty good last year.
Funny thing is they have a lot of backups on this team that I really like. And I just keep looking at it going, how? The interior of that line just blows my mind. Because I love Zabel.
Mm-hmm.
You know I love Zabel. I love the tackles. And if they stay healthy, you're in great shape.
Mm-hmm.
What if they don't? I love Josh Jones. I think that was a nice that's a nice piece to have behind your two starting tackles.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan, so don't expect me to say that's not going to be a problem, because my team was starting crossing guards last year instead of offensive guards.
That's a good line.
Yeah. Our offensive line was offensive by the end of the season last year. You certainly cannot afford many injuries, but I feel that way about a lot of teams around the league.
Let me ask it this way. And I understand if I said this about practically any best player on any team. Take JSN out. Let's say he gets abducted by space aliens. Look at that offense and tell me it's good, because I'm going to guarantee you can't do it. You're going to look at that offense and go, oh, that's my problem. The exact thing I said about New England, it's the exact opposite for Seattle. If anything were to ever happen to JSN, this goes from a Super Bowl contender to I don't even know that they would be a playoff team, because I don't know how you're going to win. I don't know how you're going to beat good defenses. I don't know how you're going to score points. In the pantheon of the way a roster is constructed, I need you to have a 1, 2, 3, 4 for me to feel good about you.
Yeah.
Seattle doesn't have that. Now, what they do have is a defense that we're going to talk about next, and now I will say much nicer things than what I just said about the offense.
Before we get into the break here, we've got a super chat.
It's all about the money, money, money. All about the money, money, money. I do this for my
And it's from our good friend Bo Walker. And Bo says, from Jamaica with love, tell Karen, hey, Karen. They're on their honeymoon, I guess.
Yes, they are.
All right.
I actually knew that.
Congratulations.
I think I saw that on social media.
Yeah. Congratulations.
I'm also very jealous.
You finally got to go. That's awesome. Let me know. I'd love to know how Jamaica is. I've always wanted to see it for myself. But we hope y'all have fun. Please be safe while you're down there. Don't do crimes. I do have a friend that spent some time in a Jamaican prison or a Jamaican jail, and she never went to prison, but it weren't fun. Her getting back into the country after she got arrested for crimes down in Jamaica, which they don't just turn away from that because that's the the whole island vibe. They don't just turn the other cheek.
I would not have thought that.
Yeah, it's not just a hey, let's smoke this out in public because we're in Jamaica, man. No, it's you gonna go to jail and you're not gonna like how that goes.
By the way, you did a bad Jamaican accent. That reminded me. Did you know Kofi Kingston lives here now? I just found this out the other day.
In Asheville?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. And I want to be his best good friend forever.
Wow.
I know someone that knows him, and I want us to be best good friends forever.
Huh.
I can't believe I didn't
now
bring
he's
that
on
up.
the list.
Over the course of the entire week talking about all the things pro wrestling, I can't believe this never came up.
Kofi, if you stumble across the show, come on by. We'd love to talk to you.
100%.
We love wrestling
shoot
stories.
Shoot me a text, and I'll give you a door code. Get you right in here. You can come in. I know that they
Is he still wrestling?
They just got released by WWE like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You want to come sit in on the show? You need a job? Come on down. There's another mic right there. You talk into it all you want to. We'll talk about wrestling all day long.
You probably won't be long before they're on AEW.
I'm gonna wager they probably already got their next.
Oh, they've already gotten the call, I'm sure.
I'm sure they have their next job lined up. But if you need something to do for a couple weeks until that non-compete runs out,
yeah.
Got a mic right there.
That's right. That's right. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. We'll be right back. More Two-a-Days with the Seattle Seahawks.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, media. That's media. Enter it now.
Log on to ESPNAVL.com to play, and good luck.
I think it's just vapor. Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Hello, I'm Robert Smigel. I did lots of things. Cartoons on SNL, Conan stuff, Triumph the Insult comic dogs, some movies. But now I'm past my peak. So I'm hosting a podcast, Humor Me with Robert Smigel and Friends. Each week, me and my favorite comedians, writers, and whatnots help regular people just like you, presuming you're regular, who have some project or task that they'd like us to help make funnier.
Search Humor Me on iHeartRadio, America's #1 podcast network, and the Webby Podcast Company of the Year.
The Atlanta Braves are rocking into the 2026 season. When lights are on, the Braves are on. Asheville's Real Rock 105.1. Brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Some kids never smile. They're embarrassed by their crooked teeth. They want braces like the other kids, but their families can't afford them. Some may even try to straighten their teeth themselves. That can make everything worse. Luckily, there's Donated Orthodontic Services, a program from the American Association of Orthodontists. It helps provide orthodontic treatment to kids and teens whose families can't afford it. For kids who apply, are approved, and are matched with a volunteer orthodontist, it can be life-changing. Their treatment is in the hands of an expert, a licensed local orthodontic specialist who improves their smiles by correctly aligning teeth and jaws. Some kids think they'll never smile again, but Donated Orthodontic Services may help them smile with confidence. To link to the application and eligibility requirements, visit aaoinfo.org.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
The Ingalls Advantage isn't just about savings or the best quality food for your family. It's more than that. It's the advantage of being a part of a community. That's why we provide over 2 million pounds of food every year through regular donations and programs like the Ingalls Giving Tree, Food for Thought, and the Ingalls Fill a Backpack program. It's the right thing to do. And we know that you would do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
Let's open up the whole can and kick ass and kill them all. Let the paramedics sort them out.
Back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Thankfully, we did not have to have an intervention with the or an interaction with the paramedics last night. However, Maye tried.
Watch me trip. Watch me, Maye. That's my new favorite. That's my new favorite thing.
Oh, Megan, if you didn't hear earlier in the show, we're going to remind you several times over the next, 10 years, that she fell last night while she was watching AEW. She got so enthralled in the action, she forgot where she was. The booze may have had something to do with it as well, but
I'm gonna venture a guess.
That big old strawberry on her belly today, it's a scar that she'll remember
battle
forever.
Wound. Hey, every one of us has a scar or two. Mm-hmm. I got one on the back of my head. Mm-hmm. Miller Lite and Fireball, circa 2011.
How did that happen? What'd you fall on?
I didn't fall on anything. I got hit in the head with a beer bottle, and it.
Oh boy!
Does not hurts even worse when the bottle doesn't break.
Mm-hmm.
Just never been hit with one that did break. That doesn't break. Really not fun.
I want to inquire as to what did you say to elicit that? Was this like you were talking smack to somebody while you was drunk and the guy was just like, "Rawr," hit you upside the head?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to self-incrimination.
I feel like I'm doing the same thing that I always do with my kids. Like when Joseph comes over to me, he's like, "Joshua bit me." And I'm like, okay, but first I have to ask, what did you do? Why did he bite you? Because, I mean, he is crazy and he does set fire to things sometimes. The backyard once. But sometimes he does things that are inexplicable. But I've never seen him just walk around and just bite people. That doesn't happen. So what did you do that made that happen? It's always an important part of the story.
Old Count Tempest.
Right. So the next time you go to a wrestling show, Maye, and you decide you want to take a header off the second row, just think, what did I do to cause this to happen?
If it makes you feel any better, I'll pull up the picture of him in the floor in Indianapolis. It's phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
You know who doesn't
what
have
did
those?
I do? I harassed Mike Macdonald for an entire night.
Then almost got hit by a city bus,
Mhm.
and then cried because he's a crier.
Because that's what Tank does.
Hey, Tank cried because Tank's a crier.
Mhm.
And then laid in the floor and laughed like a hyena, and I took a picture of it. All of those things all happened in one night. It was a great night.
Yeah.
One of the best nights we ever had on the road.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I never said I was coordinated.
No, you're
'Cause
the
I'm not.
least coordinated person I've ever met in my life.
At least. I mean, you don't hang out with my wife too much.
Correct.
Right. I found the one person in life where we went. Like, I'm shocked at this point that I'm the one that's had to go to the hospital with an injury.
Oh, in this entity of sports talkdom, I, the 6'5", 290-pound dude, I am the most coordinated person here, and it ain't close.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a two. Christiana would be two. We don't know her well enough, but she's been pretty coordinated so far. She's two because you two aren't.
Mm-hmm.
Odd thing, you're not either one three either, and there's only four of us.
No. Adventures of the Sportsocracy. It's always
My cup
fun.
is three.
This is also why when we tell you that we're going somewhere,
You should try to be there.
You should try to be there. You should try to come along because some weird stuff's probably going to happen.
I did a shot of something random with someone I took a picture with. It was not a wise thing that I did.
Mm-mm.
That
Did you see it get poured? I'm just saying.
Does it make the story better if I say yes?
Yes.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege to self-image.
Oh, he's a big damn
It
princess.
had a lime in it.
Oh, good.
I mean, most people don't put limes in bleach, so that's just assumed.
I'd have to use a lot of roofies on you.
Yeah. It's going to take a lot.
I
to
gave
take
him
me
3
down.
roofies already, and he's still ticking.
He asked for another one.
He's like, that drink was good. Can I have more?
He's had 23 fireballs since then. I don't know that he can be killed.
All right, let's get into the defense here of the Seattle Seahawks, the defending Super Bowl champions. Leonard Williams.
Dog.
Highlighting the front line there. DeMarcus Lawrence.
Dog.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, there are dogs all over this defense still.
Oh,
Eamon Warren and Love and Witherspoon and, you know how I feel about Nwosu. I have always liked him. Ernest Jones is a dog. How does that get worse? I mean, injury, obviously, could be a reason.
I think you took away part of your flexibility losing Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
Because now Eamon Warren's going to have to play safety in a base all the time. So your ability to move him around, I think, gets cut down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not going to tell you that there's not somebody. I mean, we all know what Julian Love is. I think he might be one of the most undervalued players in the league.
I'd agree.
I just don't know what's going to happen to that other safety spot. So does that take Eamon Warren's multiplicity away? Where I can he was everywhere last year. It was almost like he didn't even have a position. They just looked at him and said, hey, this is where you line up best in this game, and that's what you're going to do. And it just kept working.
But can we play Julian Love and Bud Clark as the safeties? I know you like.
You know
Bud
I
Clark.
love Bud Clark.
Yeah.
Bud Clark's really little. See, I think they added 2 pieces in the draft that a year from now are going to be the solution to both of the problems that I really have.
Mm-hmm.
Julian Neal, who you know I am just hammered on.
Mm-hmm.
That's the guy that takes over for Josh Jobe.
Yeah.
The thing that here's what I don't get about Seattle. You had the money to bring back Jobe. That was the worst of your free agents. Unequivocal, not even close. Why'd you prioritize him? I don't get that. He was fine. He's a good starter at a premium position.
Mm-hmm.
But he's going to get picked on. It's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I guess I'm just confused by that.
And now a guy who's got a rule named after him. He threw a punch in the Super Bowl and nobody threw a flag, and they were like, you know what? We should probably change that. We should probably – everybody in this stadium saw it. They showed it on the Jumbotron, and we didn't do a damn thing about it. Which, I mean, guys throw punches all the time. It's not like any – it's not like I'm saying he's a bad player, bad dude for doing that. I get how you get into that situation. It's just – I'd rather not. I'd rather not have old hothead on my team because I never know when it's going to come back to bite me, like in the Super Bowl. Now, could that have changed the game? You don't know. You pick up a penalty for throwing a punch in the Super Bowl, it could have a detrimental effect to your team.
I do think it's funny. I look at how many players this team has added over the last couple years that I just absolutely love.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just going from the bottom of the roster up. Marvin Jones Jr., Jared Ivey. Pooh Paul is on this team now, so he didn't make it with the Rams. Chaz Surratt, Maxon Hook, Bud Clark, Julian Neal, Andre Fuller. That is a list full of guys that I would have 100% found a way to get on rosters.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how John Schneider treats his defense because he knows what he's looking for. He knows where to find it. Because I'll be honest with you, Pooh Paul will become a player on this team. I'm not saying he's going to be a Pro Bowl or anything like that. Right. He will have value.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bet anything you want. He will make this roster, and they will find value in him. And they're just so good at doing that. So even me throwing shade, which I threw shade because the only running back you've been able to procure that I've really liked over the last 10 years was Kenny Walker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Zach Charbonnet. I never have. I think you overdrafted him. I think you overvalue him. I just don't see it. Defensively, John Schneider could walk through a Belk and find 2 starters. And I don't know how he does it, but it's what keeps this team good.
Yeah.
Because the defense is never bad. Do I think there's going to be some speed bumps? Sure. I don't love Josh Jobe. I don't know how that safety transition is going to work. Because I'll be honest with you, Bud Clark should be a situational player this year. He should not be the starter.
Okay.
That's another thing about Seattle is that they basically have so many personnel groupings that there are a lot of guys that are technically starters that aren't. They have a lot of guys that are technically not starters that kind of play the role of a starter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard to put your thumb on it. And I don't have the vision of it yet, but I know Mike Macdonald's going to figure out a way.
Yeah.
The defense ranges between good and damn good. I need it with where the offense is to be the latter, not the former. Yeah. And I'm not confident enough in that to say it. I know it's going to be good. Can it be what it was last year?
Mm-hmm.
Losing a handful of pieces that I think are going to hurt.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. You don't have to average that many points when you don't give up that many points.
It's true.
And if whatever step back they take on the offense, if the defense can step up, obviously that's going to be a perfect scenario for them to make another deep run in the playoffs and maybe make it to L.A. for the Super Bowl.
I'm rooting for it.
Isn't that where we're at? L.A.?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm already planning that travel. That's going to be just a blast.
You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We'll be right back, and we'll talk about the schedule coming up for the Seattle Seahawks. Is their schedule as nightmarish as the New England Patriots schedule? We'll see.
Asheville, your mountain weather forecast. Pretty good-looking forecast over the next several days. A little cool down, then a warm-up. The coolest morning is going to be tomorrow morning when we're in the low to mid-40s. Hottest day will be Sunday, at least through the weekend, 90. Today, low 70s and sunny, a little bit of a breeze. Tonight in the low to mid-40s, as I mentioned. Upper 70s tomorrow and sunny. Mid-upper 80s and sunny over the weekend. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stajic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
That red talkback mic on the free iHeart app, it's more powerful than it looks. One tap can get you in the conversation.
You guys, are you serious?
Enter to win something amazing.
That $1,000.
Or just a request. Try it now. Just open the free iHeartRadio app. We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope. Furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Uh-huh. Keep an eye on her when she goes out in public. I can't believe you let her fall.
I didn't get warned that was coming. I knew he was doing something. I just didn't know what it was. Oh, that was hilarious. In the break,
We love you, Maye.
I was told I allowed her to fall.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly did you think I was going to do there? Throw my batarang around the scaffolding of the Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville? Nope. 'Cause here's the thing. I try to catch you. Good chance it's going to hurt way worse.
I feel like if anybody should be disappointed and upset, it should be me. I'm the one that got fell on. And it's also one of those things, like, I don't know what to do. Like, if it was my wife, I can just scoop you up and just protect you. It's not my wife. I don't know where I can touch this person and them not be upset. So when she fell on me, I'm like, I'm grabbing. No, I can't touch there. What am I doing? It's like, my mama will be upset. She'd be terribly upset. I did the same thing with your wife when we were in Pittsburgh. She fell off the bus. As we were coming off of the bus, she fell off the bus when we first got to Pittsburgh. And she just kind of did one of those, hanging on to the side things. And I was underneath her. And I was like, well, where do I grab? Because everywhere I grab is It shouldn't do that.
I mean,
it's not mine. I can't touch it.
The thing that I am, the thing I am the most happy about is that Tank had replaced Methany Frankel from in front of us, because that would have been just a full-on strike, because she weighed about 90 pounds. She was not a very nice person. She moved, and I was very thankful.
Mm-hmm.
Maye would have been a bowling ball through that.
Anyhow, AEW last night was a blast. If you ever get a chance, go and check it out. Hopefully they'll come back to town pretty soon. The Seattle Seahawks are the defending Super Bowl champions. They are our target here on the Two-a-Days today. Their schedule is not fun. Not fun. Home schedule, obviously in the division, so you got the Rams and the 49ers. Then you go Chicago, Dallas, Kansas City, the Chargers, the Patriots. You get Arizona and New York, the Giants.
End of
at
message.
Home. That's it. Those are the only two games that you can look at and go, well, we got some home wins on this schedule.
Oh, now do the road.
All right, let's go on the road where we get the Cardinals. Sure. Las Vegas. I didn't see Vegas sitting in that little pile right there. And I was going to say end of message. Now it's end of message because you have the division games. Carolina's not going to be fun.
And that's West Coast team coming east.
Right. Denver, obviously tough place to play. Philadelphia and Washington. You get no favors, which I love it. I love the way that we do this in the NFL. If you're a good team, you got to face good teams. I don't want to see good teams runs through schedules like the Patriots did last year.
Over under 6.5 primetime games for Seattle.
Over.
Not what's on the schedule, because they'll have 6. I'm talking about when we get to the end of the year, how many times will they have been in primetime? Because I have 7 in my head.
Yeah.
Obviously the New England game. I think obviously Kansas City. At least 2 of the games with the Rams, probably one with the Rams, one with the 49ers. I could see Philadelphia being in primetime.
No doubt.
If the schedule works out the right way, Washington could be in primetime. Dallas could be in primetime. So could the Chargers. I mean, this is a team that's going to live on television.
Yep.
And they should. They're good. The schedule's good. I mean, just looking at this, they're going to play the best game of the week at least 5 times.
More than likely.
They will be the number 1 game we're talking about on Friday 5 times, at least.
Yes. And the problem you have here is, I know he's been around, but he hasn't been great for long. and it's the expectation. Right? I don't feel like there's a chip there anymore. Right? When he went to Minnesota, obviously Sam Darnold had a chip. Right? This is my chance. Nobody expects me to come in here and be the starter except for Jeremy Green, and
that's me.
And then he came out and had an unbelievable year. And then when he went to Seattle, few more people believed, but it wasn't until like week 12 of last year where you finally went, you know what? Maybe Sam Darnold maybe this is official now. Winning 14 games in Minnesota was good. Going to Seattle and facing tougher opponents, winning 14 games, that is clearly you're doing something right. But now 14's your baseline. 2's not the baseline anymore. You've won 14 games in a row twice now in 2 different spots. And the pressure will be there to win 14 again. Will you do it? Hell no. If I had to bet my house right now, I would probably bet my house that they do not win 14 games this year. I don't see how you can do that with that schedule.
No, the schedule's evil.
Right. Because when you have this many good teams on the schedule, it's hard not to have one of those groupings like I talked about with New England. You're going to end up playing 5 good teams in a row at some point. And that's where we're going to find out how good Sam Darnold is. And can he live up to the pressure? I think that's what it all comes down to. I mean, what is the best case for Seattle? When the schedule comes out tonight, you want to see – do you want to see a front-loaded or back-loaded schedule? Because I think I just want to see give me spread out those easy ones.
I was about to say that. Sprinkle in – I don't want to see Arizona within 8 weeks of each other.
Mm-hmm.
That game with the Giants, I want it pretty equidistant from the Cardinals.
Yep.
That game with the Raiders, I want it. And, I mean, I know I'm going to get a division game at the end of the year. I don't see any way that it's not Seattle and probably San Francisco that last week of the season.
Mm-hmm. Now, the worst possible thing is they get a backloaded schedule, I think. I mean, I think you're going to make the playoffs anyway. Barring a catastrophe, I'll use that word for the second time this show. Barring that, I still think you're a good team, and you'll be a playoff team. I want to see this, as you said, I want to see this all sprinkled in. I want to see the easy ones spread out. I don't want to end up with, the last 4 weeks of the season being the Las Vegas Raiders, 2 with the Arizona Cardinals, and I don't know, give me Washington or something on the last week of the year. I'm going to need breaks.
No
with
doubt.
running a gauntlet schedule like this. I'm going to need breaks. And you better hope the injuries don't pile up on the offense. I think that's the thing that scares me most about their offense. Is that, yes, you took a step back in a couple of places, running back namely, but an injury happens and, man, it's not going to be fun. Because I think with Charbonnet and Jadarian Price, that's not a terrible 1-2 punch. You can scheme something up to make that look decent. You lose one of those guys for an extended period of time, you're going to be in trouble. Because you're going to become one-dimensional. And then you put all the onus on Sam, and you're going to put more onus on Cooper Kupp to try to be what he was, and he's never going to be that. The guy's 33 years old. Twilight of his career. My perfect scenario is let's get Cooper to perform big in a couple of games, but I'm going to need to see a lot more out of Torrey. I need to see Torrey Horton get more than, what did he have, 20 catches last year? Not even that.
He only played 8 games.
Mm-hmm. I don't even think he hit the 20s.
I think it was 8 games. He had 13 catches.
13 catches, yeah.
Yeah, he played 8 games.
I want to see him be a big part of this offense.
And I think he will be. I do. I think he will be, because I think it's not going to take long before they figure out, another year older Cooper Kupp. That ain't cutting it.
Mm-hmm. I got JSN and Shaheed every down to throw to. And then I need to see a good mix of throwing in Bobo and throwing in Cooper and throwing in Horton, and then eventually the cream will rise to the top.
You know what really bothers me about this team?
What's that?
How many times they're playing quarterbacks that are better than Sam. I mean, we just had him at 10 or 11 in the power rankings. I can't remember which one.
Mm-hmm.
He plays Stafford twice.
Mm-hmm.
He plays Dak Prescott, Pat Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Drake May, Jaden Daniels. That's 8 that I think are no doubt better than him. And that's coming from his biggest fanboy on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get into the Bo Nix, the Jalen Hurts, which I don't think anybody's arguing that, but maybe somebody will, and the Caleb Williams. That's 11 games, depending on how you view this, of quarterbacks where he's at a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
How many did he have last year?
I'm going to guess it wasn't that many.
It wasn't nearly that. Not to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because last year it was, I'm trying to remember when guys were hurt. In order, he went Purdy, Rodgers, Rattler, Murray, Baker, Trevor Lawrence, C.J. Stroud. Jaden was hurt by then when they played last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were to Brissett by then, Matthew Stafford, Cam Ward, J.J. McCarthy, Michael Penix Jr. I think that was Daniel Jones. Stafford again, Bryce Young, Brock Purdy. You see how those two things sound wildly different?
Oh, yeah.
The schedule is so daunting. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, this is why we do shows when the schedule gets released. It's a whole week of our content because next week we will play out the over-under win totals. We'll tell you which side we're on.
Yep.
We'll look back at what we did last year, which was not quite as good as I thought it was after I pulled it.
Really?
It was good, but it wasn't quite as good as I thought.
Yeah.
And then on Friday of next week, we'll go, hey, here are our sweeping declarations now that the schedule's out.
Ooh, I know one thing I got right last year. The Raiders sucked.
His bully in middle school wore a Raiders starter jacket. I feel very sure of that. And just beat you into the sidewalk because you despise the Raiders.
I used to like the Raiders. Back in the 90s, you could not like the Raiders. I was a huge Howie Long fan back in the day. Yeah. That was about the last time you were relevant. I mean, aside from that one time that my team kicked the total teeth out of your head in the Super Bowl, which, not going to lie, made me feel real good. Anyway, coming up tonight, 8 o'clock on the YouTubes. Be sure to tune in. Jeremy and Bill Workman and maybe a cast of other characters will be weighing in on the schedule release live. 8 o'clock tonight's when we find out all of the destinations and the wins. When are you going? When are you making the trips? Who gets really screwed by the travel is going to be, it's always one of the best ones. The Jets?
No, the Jeremy.
The Jeremy.
Who gets you really, I know what I'm committed to this year. Yeah. You know who gets really screwed by the travel? This guy.
Are you having to travel 36,000 miles like the San Francisco 49ers?
No, but our jaunts around the world will be revealed in just a few weeks. We'll probably do the unveiling of that after the World Cup. I mean, I'll go ahead and tell you the first date is the Hall of Fame game.
Mm-hmm.
Panthers and the Cardinals, August 6th.
6th. Yes.
That's date one. 6th. We are doing the Hall of Fame game this year. No one should be shocked by that. We are Panthers affiliates.
Exactly. Plus, it's a real fun trip to do.
It is I'm looking forward to having everybody on that trip this year. It's the first time it was just me and you banging out radio shows from my house, trying to get near the stadium.
And I still feel like we should we should make the trek up to Cleveland one day. And take everybody, take the whole group up to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That'd be fun.
I wasn't as impressed with that as you were, but I get it.
I like the fact that you won't see the same thing because they change
They do.
They change all of that out every 6 months.
They also had like the 90s hip hop thing in there when
that was
there,
wicked.
which was awesome.
Yeah,
I was more impressed, honestly. Outside of that exhibit, I did like that one. I was more impressed by that seafood place that we ate at. Where Courtney Cronin was sitting beside us.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. It's a place that I didn't expect I would like. Right when we were talking about going to Cleveland and going to Canton, I was like, well, we got to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But everything I've heard about Cleveland is it's terrible.
I thought it was great. I liked Cleveland way better the last time.
Mm-hmm. Now, maybe SummerSlam's not going to be there, so we won't have giant posters of Liv Morgan to look at. Rhea Ripley, but it'd still be a fun trip. Speaking of trips, Maye, you be safe, and we will see you guys on Monday.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Pretty good-looking forecast over the next several days. A little cool down, then a warm-up. The coolest morning is going to be tomorrow morning when we're in the low to mid-40s. Hottest day will be Sunday, at least through the weekend, 90. Today, low 70s and sunny, a little bit of a breeze. Tonight in the low to mid-40s, as I mentioned. Upper 70s tomorrow and sunny. Mid-upper 80s and sunny over the weekend. For the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
This is Small Business Month. Hey, it's Tank Spencer, and all this month, ESPN Asheville is celebrating the small businesses that keep our community strong. With the help of Air Vent Exteriors, we're giving all local shops a chance to get in front of more customers. This month, nominate a small business that makes a difference in Western North Carolina. And if that business is chosen, they win a $100 Amazon gift card and a $2,500 ad campaign on our iHeartRadio Asheville stations. Nominations are open. Just go to ESPNAVL.com.
When you buy a custom-made sunroom, screen room, or awning from Air Vent Exteriors, you get all the benefits of buying from a local business. An installation warranty, a service department, a local office, and salespeople who live and work in your area. Together, we are contributing to the local economy, supporting employment in the neighborhood, and helping other local businesses. That's what we like to call a win-win situation. Air Vent Exteriors encourages you to support the companies in your backyard and to visit airventexteriors.com.
The iHeartRadio app now has presets. Just like in the car. You're our #1. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the mountain's favorite sports station, streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy. Weekdays at noon. The Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
When you're a grocery store, hunger has no place in your community. That's why at Ingles, we donate over 2 million pounds of food every year to those who need it. It's the right thing to do, and we know you'd do the same. Ingles, your neighbor for over 50 years.
Out here in the middle of these acres, it can feel like you're the only person on earth. That's how it feels when you're struggling with your mental health. But you don't have to feel alone. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
News, weather, traffic. 570 WWNC. Finalists for 2 Marconi Awards. 2025 Small Market Station of the Year. And Mark Starling is Small Market Personality of the Year.
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see. Depression won't show up on an eye chart, and you can't measure it on your bathroom scale. Sorting out a mental health concern is not something to attempt on your own. You won't find a bipolar disorder by looking at a thermometer. Like many other health conditions, help for mental illness takes professional diagnosis and treatment. Anxiety won't just go away under a stick-on bandage. So the sooner you seek treatment, the better. If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. Find out what to do. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support. That's samhsa.gov/support.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
I'm Amy Grant. No one was more surprised than I was to learn I was living with a rare heart condition. So listen to your heart. I'm here today because I did. Learn more at helpheart.org.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station.